All right, guys. Hey, welcome to Gypsy Road, Journey into the Unknown. I know I had a few minutes late start. I actually was an idiot, and I accidentally kicked my coffee all over the ground here.
Oh shit!
So I had to clean it up a little bit. It must be a Mandela effect there that
It's a
I kicked
Mandela
my
effect.
coffee down.
It's a Mandela effect. That's what that is.
So hopefully everybody can hear us and can see us. Later on during the show today, when we get into our subject about dead people, there is a person that wants to come on our show, System Failure. I won't do it exactly yet, but a little bit later, after we get some things started. But before we start, we are started. I gotta read you this coolest little email text.
Was it a post? Does it mean there's a post on one of your videos?
But yeah. Well, this guy, his name is Raven Sage Morgellan's Story.
Why the fuck does people don't come up with their fucking real names? Why? I'm so sick of people fucking. If I hear one more quantum of fucking ragings of fucking starlight of wolves of fucking dark caves or some shit, come on, I go nuts. Put out your fucking name, man.
But this is kind of cool. He says he subscribed to my channel, and this is the reason why he subscribed to the channel.
Okay.
He went to look at the channel. He said you were at 666 when I found you. That needed to be changed, so I subbed.
You got what I was at 666 for 2 weeks. Nobody could sub or unsub for 2 weeks at 666.
No, I remember that. I remember you were at 666 for a couple of weeks.
I was getting threats, man. I was getting death threats. People were going to come to my house to kill the Antichrist. I go, I don't have control. I had buddies in the community. I'm texting, dude, please unsub, man. Just unsub. Try. I'm trying. You're stuck at 666. Then I got stuck at 999. Then I got stuck at 111. And now I'm at now I'm at 120. And I've been at 120 for fucking ever, man. Just the 1020. I know I got more fucking subs than that. That's what's crazy. But I don't mind. I don't care about subs. It's the content. For those of you getting off drugs, get the fuck off drugs.
No, it's remember last week's show, like we're all talking, some weird things happen. It's like something is like trying to get you off the air.
Yeah.
Let's get these guys off the air.
Yeah.
And that's sometimes that's all we hear.
Yeah.
I mean, lately we've been getting not I'm not saying the word attacks. I don't believe emails or texts are true attacks because it's just people hiding behind a computer, hiding behind a phone. They're not they're not real people, But one of the biggest things people always say is you guys are never gonna get people to watch your show, or you're never gonna get subscribers. You're never gonna get this, right? People say that. And I'm like, first of all, there's an audience for everybody. And if you like us, you like us. You don't, you don't.
Yeah, I don't care.
Some people say, well, you don't have no talent. You can't speak. The only person that can't speak, he's wacko on his show. And it's like, well, if you think this, why are you watching it in the first place to even come up with that?
Loser.
Seriously, why would you even come up?
I don't mind bad press. Bad press is good press. Seriously, because if you're saying something that's actually rocking somebody else's fucking boat, and then it's making them piss. Now, I piss a lot of people off. I stopped. I've been Mr. Good Guy, and people that know me, that know my past, I've been really nice to people. I've shifted up a little bit to be a lot more nicer. I like to bring people on, have a lot of conversations. Since it's been for me getting the 5th year, this is gonna be the 5th year, and doing all kinds of shit. And I want to, I want to make amends, but there's still is cocksuckers out there. I don't know if they're jealous. Why? Jealous of what? Of what? I mean, what the fuck are you jealous of? He's smart. He thinks he's smart. I don't think I'm smart. I'm an idiot. I went to fucking college, but if I didn't get good grades. I barely fucking passed. I had note takers, man, and my hands, I could barely write. My fucking hands are all fucked up. I got fucking messed up head. I got sight impaired. I had note takers, barely passed my fucking test. But what I know is what I know. I think sometimes God put us in those challenging situations so that we can remember what we remember. So thank God I was challenged and had all them fucking problems and still do. Now I know what I know. Nobody can tell me otherwise.
Yeah.
Someone in McDonald's parking lot talking shit.
Nothing was ever easy.
No, nothing was ever easy.
I mean, it's hard for people to understand, just like my other channel, I'm not doing a review of Little Women on this channel. I'm not. Yeah, but I said, like, at the end of the movie, it was the beautiful, most happy ending there is. Happy ending, right? The movie Happy Ending. They're all teaching all these kids, women, everybody's gonna be taught school for free, all the husbands. And then I stand up, I felt this pain in my leg, and like reality hits. I get home, turn on the TV. We bombed a general in Iran. So it's like there's reality and there's truth.
Yeah, okay? I don't believe that.
You know what I mean? It's nice that there's happy endings, but in reality, nobody has an easy life.
Yeah, not everyone has a fucking that goes to a Thai fucking massage parlor that gets the happy ending. Sometimes you're paying for the full massage, you're just getting a massage. Not every day you get the happy ending. Especially they make it illegal in a lot of places now. It's human trafficking is getting bad. Shit. They gotta leave that alone a little bit. They gotta throttle back on the human trafficking just a little bit. Allow the fucking happy endings in the Thai massage parlors. I'm just saying, suggesting.
And hey, I do appreciate. We're getting subs. We're past 670, and I appreciate that. And I know we're not. Hey, listen, I live in the reality, right? I know we're not going to get Paul Logan's, none of those people's numbers, but I still think that we could get 1,000.
Yeah, I mean, if you get Paul Logan, whatever the fuck that cocksucker's name is, if you get his subs, then you got to end up marrying some fucking weird ass coos with like plastic surgery all over her face, or you got to end up like going to Japan looking at dead bodies, or you're gonna have a boxing tournament. I don't feel like boxing anybody. So I mean, I like low subs. I'll stick with the low subs. I don't have to go do a fake boxing match. Man. I don't sell my soul. I didn't sell my soul for fucking YouTube. I like YouTube, but I ain't selling my fucking soul to YouTube. Even though they're a good format, they've done nothing but fucking good for me. I have nothing bad to say about YouTube. People say, YouTube this, YouTube that. Fuck your sub. Fuck your fucking whatever money you're asking for, and fuck yourselves. YouTube has done nothing but gave us a platform to help everybody else out. I've done exactly what I wanted to come out and do. I've got people off narcotics. I've got letters, got confirmation, got posts, and I feel good about that. It's thanks to YouTube. Yeah, they lock their subs down. Who cares, man? People still watch. Don't matter.
People will find a way. People will always find a way.
Yeah.
It's kind of like right now, a lot of people don't know. I live in Seattle. You're living in Manchester, UK. Yeah. A lot of people don't understand that in the British UK, people think there's law of freedom there, but there's a lot of pirating. There's a lot of pirating going on because they block a lot of things you can watch.
There's nothing but pirating here. There is nothing but pirating in the UK. UK is Nazi fucking Germany. People think I'm bullshit. They think I'm bullshit. The United States has it so free. You guys don't know how free you have it in the States. They have BBC. That's it. Then they have a fucking BBC police that show up to your fucking door and knock on it and say, what the fuck, are you stealing free TV and free radio? So you got to be careful. In fucking England, freedom. Everybody has to pirate their shit here or pay a heavy tax at the end of the year for fucking TV. Stupid. People go to jail for that.
You can't even get Disney Plus in British right now in the UK.
I love Pandora. I paid for Pandora. In fact, I haven't stopped paying for Pandora because I always come home for a little bit with you, then I come back. So I can keep Pandora. I don't want to get rid of it, but they don't have Pandora here. They don't have a lot of the fucking other things that people have because they don't want information getting around to these fucking Brits. They don't want the Brits educated. They want them stupid. They want these fucking people stupid. You can't get shit out. And then fucking Ireland's got the EU. So at least the EU, I hate the EU. That's a bunch of fucking Nazis right there. But them fucking Nazis, EU, and over in fucking Ireland, at least they got a little more freedom of fucking information. But in England, they don't. No, they're locked down. So I feel bad for. I'm their voice. I speak for them. They needed an American with balls to speak for the fucking Brits, because they can't do it because they'll be arrested. They'll be put in fucking jail. They'll have their families will put them and commit them in the fucking mental institutions.
System failure. I am Irish. Yeah, we'll be talking to them soon. Yeah, they want to jump on. I'll be jumping on them soon. But now, the title is basically the title of the show is basically, people who have died twice. Yeah. And there's a lot of people who have died twice in life.
Yes.
I just put
the
three probably probably the most popular death in the Mandela effect community. Nelson Mandela, David Bowie, and of course Jesus Christ.
Yes.
Okay. Now I'm gonna ask a question. Before I get into my little research on a certain something. Now Nelson Mandela is probably considered the, correct me if I'm wrong, probably considered the most popular death of everybody in the Mandela effect community. Is it just because the name is sexy, Nelson Mandela, or why isn't it not? I'm just asking. Why isn't Mandela effect not called Jesus effect? Why isn't Jesus higher than Mandela? Is it Mandela just sounds better? Is it just for this one woman to sell books? What's your opinion on the name Mandela effect versus maybe calling it Jesus effect? Why is Nelson Mandela the most popular death of all death?
Well, before I start anything I say, I always say this. Now, I don't give a fuck if you guys are Muslim or not. I'm not Muslim. I'm a fucking pagan. However, I did run around with a bunch of Muslims over in the Middle East and have a good time. They always had a philosophy in my time, and it says, it is written. It is written. So hypothetically, everything that's ever happened is fucking written to happen. So you got this nasty old coos that fucking rides a broom. I don't know what she calls herself. It's kind of a weird name to have anyway. I don't trust anybody's names nowadays. So Broom fucking Hilda, whatever the fuck her name is, started coming up with the whole Mandela thing. Well, Mandela died around this time, and she was awake, playing the part of awake a long, long time ago. So I'm sure she could have even gotten it from somebody else that was a psychic or whatever happened. Whatever happened, regardless, it was what it was. So I don't trust her 100%. But it was from that broom, that Verona broom that I don't trust her. She's nothing but about fucking money sales, and she's dead anyway. Some people even claim that she died at an earlier time. Even she's a Mandela effect. In fact, Verona Broom is a Mandela effect for me. I've never heard of her. Never heard of that bitch. Never heard of her at all. People, when I woke up in 2016, I'm like, who is who? The Broom what? Who's this fucking lady? She coined the fucking name. So the name was coined already. People already had it circulated. It was already fucking out there. It was ridiculous. So automatically you have to go to the site. People are asking, do you have the ME? I'm like, I don't have the fucking ME. I have the God effect. However, yeah, I'm falling into that bracket. But it was from Verona Broom, which is, to me, another government fucking agent. Everything here is contrived. The whole fucking thing is planned like one big-ass strategic thing. Everything is happening exactly how I wrote it down in my book is going to happen. This is going to happen this way. This is going to happen this way. But I think people are starting to move away from the name. They don't like the name. They've been using quantum fucking this or quantum that,
Yeah, I like to use quantum change, not quantum jump. Yeah. Quantum change.
Yeah. So a lot of you viewers out there that identify with that fucking name, don't be embarrassed if you don't want to use it. I don't like to use it. I call it the God effect. I have a whole different fucking thing. Woke me up, talk to me. So that's where that one came from. And then from there, people use it almost exploitedly, contrivedly, if that's not even a word, and exploit it all beyond fucking comprehension. Now it's almost like a bad name. It's like bad breath. Oh, you have the what effect? Okay, and it makes it just sounds horrible.
It looks pretty cool. We got 13 people watching. That's very good.
13.
13. Your magic number 13.
13, 369, 13.
So now, before I'll let a guest come on, I'm gonna give you a crazy not really crazy, not really crazy, but I want you to hear this out about death and something that I had a weird feeling about.
Yeah.
Okay. In September, I'm having a concert coming up, a big concert, Def Leppard, Poison, Nikki Sixx, and Joan Jett. There's something about this concert that I have to go. There's something that's telling me that I need to go to this, that this is going to be my last big hoorah. I'm not saying suicide, none of that kind of stuff, but this is going to be it. Okay. Something is telling me I have to go. So I got tickets. I'm going.
Yes.
And this is no joke or lie or anything. I was having like a few weird visions about what's making me want to come to go this. So I actually was doing a study on it, and it's kind of related to the title of the show, that there's one person in every person in his band, one person in every band has died.
Oh, wow.
Okay. Now, yes, I know people might think you're crazy, but like I said, you can believe me. You don't have to believe me. But if you remember on my last week's show, I said there's something about this concert that I feel like it's going to be my last hoorah. I just said that. I didn't know why. And I had a strange feeling. Okay, now, who died in this band? Let's just go step by step real quick.
Who died?
Motley Crue's one of the bands, right? Nikki Sixx technically died in 1987. Yes. He died 2 minutes after a heroin overdose. He died. And then he actually left the hospital that same night, shot up again, and almost overdosed again. So technically, that alone, he actually died twice.
Yeah, I remember that. I remember the papers.
He died, okay? He's back because we needed that song, Kickstart My Heart. It's about basically coming back to life. Kickstart My Heart is about coming back to life.
Yeah.
Okay? Now, Nikki Sixx died. Okay? Now, let's go to Def Leppard. Rick Allen in 1984 was in a major car crash that caused him to lose an arm. Should have been dead. If it was the belt buckle or something, I think what cut off his arm, but he should have been dead. Yeah. He should have died.
One-arm drummer.
I think he did die because something healed him enough to want to keep playing. Because anybody who lost an arm would not have kept playing.
Kicks ass.
Okay, he should have died. That's two people right there, right?
Yeah.
Let's go on. Let's go to Poison. Bret Michaels in 2010 had a brain hemorrhage.
I didn't know this.
Yeah. In 2010, Bret Michaels in the hospital had a brain hemorrhage. Should have died. A week later, he was doing a concert. He had a brain hemorrhage. Once he got out of the hospital, he actually played a concert. He healed enough to play in a concert. Bret Michaels died that day.
Didn't know that. Didn't hear anything about that. I'm not saying it didn't true, but I'm saying I didn't hear anything about that. Nothing. No papers. No nothing. I would have thought I would have heard about that.
No, it was big. He even went on the Oprah show about, you have a brain hemorrhage, and then the next couple of weeks later, you're playing a concert. A regular person could not do that. There's something higher. That's what I'm saying. I know people look it up. He had a brain hemorrhage. I mean, it's a fact. Nikki Sixx overdose. It's the fact. Rick Allen lost an arm, and they tried to sew it back on. And if they would have kept the arm on, he would have died again because the body couldn't take it. So, yeah. Okay. Now, here's one that nobody really knows. Now, Joan Jett. Okay. Now, people might think this is crazy. You might think I'm crazy. You might think I'm off my rocker on this one. Okay. In 1986, I know that Joan Jett died of cancer. She died of cancer. Okay. She died of cancer. I remember they were making a documentary about her death because she's one of the first women out there to really took rock and roll by storm. A woman took charge and stuff. So she needed to live. So what happened was this documentary changed. It wasn't a documentary anymore. It became a movie called Light of Day that starred Michael J. Fox about not her having cancer. Her mom in the movie died of cancer.
Oh, didn't know that. Okay, cool.
So, like I said, you can believe whatever you want. Everybody, my opinion, has died, and I think that's. And once I wrote this all down,
yeah,
somehow the concert thing feels like it's like I know the reason why I'm going now. It's like the last hurrah I'm seeing people die because, like you said before, people all through life have this effect, but nobody comes out and talks about it, or nobody wants to come out saying I had the Mandela effect name because the name Mandela.
Yeah, it's an embarrassment. It's got a bad breath on it now. I just don't like the fucking name. I don't tell people if you got the Mandela. I go, nah, man, I got the God effect. God woke me up. And I'm an atheist. I'm a scientist. Went to school for anthropology, archaeology, University of Washington. Went out searching for the shit. No, man, we fucking changed a lot, and it's God doing it. Well, it's God or some kind of super-ass fucking intelligent AI, freaking extraterrestrial, interdimensional fucking from whatever zappity zaps who's changing everything up. But however, if that's true, then I'm just crazy because I had a conversation that shouldn't have happened. But fuck no, this is the God effect.
I think this tour should be called the Mandela Effect Tour or the Quantum Changes or something.
Quantum Changes Tour. Well, did you watch Ricky Gervais? Did you watch Ricky Gervais? Ricky Gervais. He's a comedian. He was on the Golden Globes or the Golden whatever fucking. You know that award show they have for Hollywood for all those fucking nasty ass people? Yeah. Fucking fallen ass angels. Well, he had made a lot of statements in there. He did some truth drops, and a lot of them fuckers are keeping quiet. Even old Tom Hanks had his face all in an uproar when he's making them jokes, and he knows exactly what's going on. All them cocksuckers showing up to fucking Antarctica, acting like playing the part with the camera in Antarctica, just playing people like idiots. These guys are fucking assholes, and they're fucking with the fucking people, and people are what paying their paychecks. And anyway, Ricky Gervais was making jokes about, this is my last show. Basically, this is all our last show. And he's making like, this is the end jokes. This is what's coming jokes. This is the end jokes. I'm like, he's making a lot of he's doing a lot of truth drops in between his satires. You got to watch that Ricky Gervais little interview he had. It's funny as fuck. He puts down a lot of people. He makes a lot of sense when he's making jokes like, Leonardo DiCaprio, fucking Leonardo DiCaprio talking about how his dates are fucking like really, really, really super young. And he's like picking the youngins and all these other fucking stage actors picking the youngins and just pure sin. I mean, Hollywood is disgusting. It's fucking foul. I'm not from this timeline. So when I see their faces, I'm like, how many of these fucking people do I remember now have face surgery with fucking, they've got all this plastic surgery. Now, I knew Mickey Rourke was the way he was in Sagittarius Arm, but in this reality, the dude's face is like fucking covered in plastic. And Ozzy Osbourne's ex-wife or whatever the fuck she calls herself, her face is like nasty, like a robot's face. And you see the audience, and Nicole Kidman with her monster hands. Her hands were never that big for me. I remember watching her movies. Her hands are twice as length. Her body is twice as long, and she's lanky. Like the Queen of England's neck is twice as long, and Prince fucking Skullet, whatever the fuck his name is, the tallest one, not this Carrot Top, but the other one, dude is 3 times as tall as I remember. So there's a whole lot of these weird ass celebrities that look like shit. Gross humans, man. But you got to watch that too, man, because there's something going on this year.
Oh, I think there is.
I feel it. I've been having dreams. I've had a lot of dreams lately. They're fucking good too. I've had a lot of fucking dreams, man. I'm not hating my dreams though. I'm telling you right now, I'm not hating them.
Hey, System Failure. If you wanna jump on as a guest, there's a link right there. Hey, Harry, I love you, man. You're an awesome kid, but with the rules of YouTube, I can't put you on until you're actually above 13. So I think you said last time you're 13, January 11th. So we're going to have to wait a week to put you on, Harry. I hate to do that to you, but I don't want to get my show. Hold on.
We enjoy you, Harry.
Hold on a second.
We enjoy
you. So, Harry, we enjoy you, but I can't let you on until after January 11th because the rules of YouTube. They're trying to do whatever they take to bring this channel down, and I don't want to take that chance, Harry. So don't take this personally. But you're an awesome kid.
Love his stuff. Love his content. Love your new videos, dude. Harry, you're kicking fucking ass, man. Especially for a young person doing those videos, man. Hang in there. That's fucking awesome. I really dig it.
So, system failure. How you doing out there?
How you doing, guys? Can you hear me?
I can hear you.
You're just fine.
Oh, perfect, man. Perfect. Yeah, I'm doing great. Thanks for having me on the show. You know, I just I don't know. These things happen. You fall into each other, and we just met each other. So that's the way it is. Let me see what's going on with my mic. Yeah, that's all right. Cool. So I've just got myself a Mac. So I'm only getting used to this whole, streaming, multitasking YouTube, and I'm a big Facebooker, big Facebook grouper, and I've been doing that for years. So I suppose just to tell everyone in the chat and yourselves a bit of back history. I'm Mandela affected since 2015. I've been down that rabbit hole. I've been in the UFO community. I got to the stage where I said, I'm going to make my own groups and do what I need to do, And then I just got upgrades a couple of weeks ago. And I said, right, all this content that I have here, I'm going to start making videos, and try to get involved with the Mandela effect community. There's so much, how would you say, fear and all this kind of stuff in the world, especially around Mandela effect. People get freaked out about them, and they get all, oh no. I think if you throw a bit of comedy in with it or something like that, or don't worry about it. Look at the fucking colorful clouds in the sky and all that kind of shit. That kind of a vibe. If I don't know, I'll get into that later on. I'll digress a little bit. But, that's the kind of message I'm trying to put out there on this kind of thing, and have a bit of a laugh with it, and then come back. If you want to go serious, go down that rabbit hole. But, let's do that on live streams. The videos I put out was trying to promote the Mandela effect in a sort of a hippie type of, hey, man, it is what it is. It's all trying to figure out, all together now.
Sugar pill it to him.
Yeah,
Sugar pill it to him.
I find that, especially with the Mandela Effect movie that just came out, I know on my journey, I know I'll go into that in a minute, but on my journey, when I started hitting the Mandela Effect, I joined all these bigger groups. The big, massive ones, the one you hit first. I'm sure people in the chat are the same. They were probably hitting all these bigger groups. Then you find smaller groups, and they're good, and they're pretty, no trolls, they're pretty well organized and stuff like that. And some of them are private, some of them are good, and some of them are excellent, And we all kind of find each other that kind of way. But with the Mandela Effect movie at the moment being out, people are in these bigger groups and they're trying to find these smaller ones. So I'm trying to get back into all these bigger groups and guide them back into the smaller kind of groups so they can actually bring out the Mandela effects and, not be... When I first started doing it, I choose to throw up pictures because I collect residue. I'm a residue hunter like Teresa Lynch. I don't know if you know Teresa. She's reality residue hunters group. Absolutely brilliant at residue hunt. I'm kind of same as her. I go around and get residue. But I used to take photographs and put them up on these bigger ones. And people used to just, troll the shit out of you. So you come back and you go, oh, fuck that shit, man. I don't like that shit. And you digress a little bit, And then with smaller ones, and then you realize the content that you do have is fucking, it's actually not bad,
I understand what you're saying because, Robert's my co-host brothers had a show for about 3 years, right? About 3-4 years. Over 4 years. And one of the things that when I wanted to research, and I said, man, what shows do you even go to? Because a lot of these shows that had like 1 million subscribers, they seem so fake. And that's where we're like, why don't we just do one together? Somebody who's new and somebody who's been there for 4 years, so we get a point of view of who's been there and who wants to learn more about it. So it's kind of like I feel this show is kind of a perfect combination of everything put together.
Yeah, definitely, guys. I've been watching it. I've been kind of like trying to. I basically what I do is I multitask. I make videos. I watch TV and I watch clips. I'm trying to get it back into the community. So I do apologize if I don't know much about your content like that, because we've only literally met, and I'm loving your content, and I'm loving your style. And I've been connected in the Mandela Effect community on bigger channels, like I don't know if you know who Brian McFarlane is.
Oh, yeah, Brian. Yeah, I know Brian McFarlane.
You know,
Yeah,
you might know him.
I put down a lot of people. I don't put down Brian.
Yeah, he's. I think on the live stream and stuff like. Listen, we all take the piss. I take the piss out of Brian as well, man. Should we all do it? You know, we all take the piss out of each other, man. That's what it's all about. As long as you can take a laugh and don't get too serious.
Yeah. Well, if you can take it, I dish it because if you can take it, then I see you later on down the road.
Yeah.
I know it's the same person. No, I know it's the same person. I dish it to people, and I want to see if they've changed. So, like, I'd say maybe 6-7 months, a year goes by, and this motherfucker that I dished will dish it back the way I remember him dishing back. I go, okay, so this is the same dude.
Yeah,
you gotta be a dick sometimes to keep people in memory. They know I'm doing the same thing. I dish it to them like an asshole, then they dish it back like 7 months later. I know it's the same person.
All right.
I know it's the same. People that I'll dish, then they'll come back and they'll be different. Like, do you remember me dishing you? Or you like, you don't remember? The whole context of this person is completely different. It's one of the fucking sure ways I found out about finding out people change or not. It works. I can tell for the people I dish at the beginning, I can dish now, it'll come back the same. I go, okay, it's the same person. Yeah, they're shit.
All right, yeah. I've come across people like that in since I've come into the YouTube thing. I've heard about it. I know a few lads that have bigger channels and whatever, and they talk about it. And one person in particular, I'll mention his name later on. I won't say it now in this little section. But he rips people to pieces as well. He's doing a big movement. He has with us being here in the UK, a lot of Americans or a lot of other Mandela affected people are thinking of now the UK. So I live in the UK. I'm Irish, but I live in the UK. I live in London.
So cool.
He lives in Manchester, UK.
Yeah, so I'm writing the fucking stones of it. And you probably know Speaker's Corner. Then you've heard of Speaker's Corner in Hyde Park.
No, I've not been. Is that in Manchester?
No, it's in London. In London.
Oh no, I went to London once. I went there. I made a video. I wanted to storm the fucking Queen's Castle that belongs to me. So I went over there to fuck with the Queen, and I was up the fence, and I'm pushing the fucking camera. Yeah,
I remember that video.
I'm calling out the guards. I got my cowboy hat on. Hey, what's up? And they're holding their freaking machine guns, dude, in front of the fucking palace. I'm like, what's up with the machine guns?
Man, they love their guns over. Not as much as you love your guns over there, but they love their guns over here. You should go over. You should go over and smack his head off. And they're not meant to hit you, but apparently they do. I've never been there. I've lived in London for about 4 years. I've only been into actually London city centre twice.
You need to.
Yeah, I'm like, I just couldn't be bothered, But there's, as I was saying, sorry, I digress there. With this place in Speaker's Corner is Hyde Park. It's a pretty big, well-known park. And the Speaker's Corner is where, people go and they talk about whatever theories they want. There's flat earthers, there's fucking UFOs, there's Mandela effects. The Mandela effect seems to be a bigger topic. And this friend of mine's getting these, people are talking about him. He's in America. People are talking about him and what he's doing and his movement and stuff like that, and there's a good buzz about it. So, people are waking up to this fact that, this Mandela effect is happening around us. We don't know why it's happening. And until we fucking hit that spaceship in the sky and we're looking back down on the earth and we can see that it's either round or a fucking flat one or whatever the fuck it is, we'll be in a fucking life anyway, so it won't really matter. We can figure it all out here, but the nuts of it, I suppose, is, it's all a fucking ride, man. Bill Hicks shit, it's all a fucking ride, We're here, enjoy it, If a fucking asteroid come down and hits us, we're not going to know. We're all going to be in space to us. And then we'll all probably integrate to each other and all our DNA will all sort of wrap around itself in quantum entanglement. Them quantum words go out there very well, don't they?
Probably hit.
It's a big word nowadays, isn't it? Quantum fucking this. Quantum my bollocks, man. That's what I say. That's just the big fucking...
I got a fucking headache with quantum shit. Everyone's like, quantum this, quantum that, quantum...
Oh,
shut the fuck up.
There's even fucking washing fucking tablets, man. What the fuck is that about? Like
the quantum shit. I went to college. I know what quantum shit is. I've actually done several shows on fucking the quantum physics. I even put in the whole particle collider. I know about freezing a fucking particle. I know about the separation and blah 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 blah. Wow. I try to spoon feed to people in my videos by doing satire, and a lot of people got it. They understand what it is. So it is relevant in a way where I always say that God doesn't have hands, you do. So if he needs a change to happen, he has to have a bunch of assholes do it for him. Which requires using a little bit of that fucking brain dead science to bring it, have it come about. So that's actually relevant in a small way. I know there is some significance to it because I left myself messages back in fucking 2009 to follow through. I've been following my own fucking breadcrumbs. So I I have a damn good idea what happened. And now we've got these asteroids that we got the new eclipse coming. It's coming next.
There's 13 of them. There's 13 of them this year, and there's 2 big fucking massive ones, and there's a blue moon. Blue moon. What the fuck? Man, them skies ain't fucking real. I don't know what's going on up there.
The wolf eclipse coming. Now don't forget the wolf eclipse next week.
Lovely. We'll be out looking at that
asteroid, and another asteroid, and another fucking eclipse happening.
Lovely.
I've noticed before and after the fucking asteroid attacks or whatever, there seems to be a little bit of a shift. I'm not definitive. In fact, I wouldn't put no money on it, but it feels that.
Did you say that you think there's a bit of a shift?
After the asteroids go by, if it's real at all, but there is, I look at all the information because I used to work at Aerospace Museum. I work with the guys. I know all about fucking the universe. I went to college. So I'm looking at all the proper way to look up information on that, and whatever is there provided. And it seems to me that I always have what I always call the thumbnails will change. How I learned that there's a shift is people have all these indicators. They're looking for street signs or whatever. Mine's simple, man. I look at the thumbnails. I have a set of controlled thumbnails on YouTube with the regular set of thumbnails, and I go back to these people to see if their thumbnails changed. And I know if maybe 3 of them changed, well, they've changed it. But if there's a majority of them that changed, they didn't change it. That means we had a shift. And that's how it's easier that way than going out and looking at the fucking this and looking for that. Look at your favorite find a set of favorite thumbnails of controls that you know, people that you know that are not changing their shit, and then find that and keep an eye on their thumbnail. And then as a shift happens, you will notice changes in the thumbnail.
What the fuck is the thumbnail, man? Sorry.
Oh no, picture. You know your YouTube picture?
Yes. I know. Yeah, I did. I typed the accent. I pronounce it differently. I just call it a thumb. Yeah. So yeah, I know what you mean. I'm not used to all these fucking technical terms, you know.
Yeah, me neither. I learned it online. I learned and also
dumb down version of it, you know, the layman's term, so I can understand myself before I can even try to tell anyone else. But I'm just fucking crazy as a fucking bag of fucking frogs, I think.
And memes. Look at memes. Memes will change. Find a set of memes, set them aside, have a fucking page set up. Just separate memes. Put a whole shitload of memes in a fucking separate folder, and then leave the memes alone in that folder. Also, look at your friends or whatever's thumbnails, their pictures of their video.
I'll tell you a funny story that I was told on that last. Sorry to cut you short there. You can go back to that. I have sporadic thoughts every now and again, but I won't say it now. I won't fucking say it. It'll be in the back of my mind. I'll be thinking about it all night. But if it's a funny story told me there last night, a friend of mine, I won't mention his name, but he was talking about these videos that he put up ages ago, and then this thing came up. This Mandela effect. It was a big shift. I think it was around when the North Pole went missing, and then it came back and all that kind of shit. So one of them shifts, you know, like we were fucking reversed inside out. We ended up the other side of the sun or a different fucking universe. The Sagittarius arm and all that shit fucking went around that time. But he had all these sets of videos, and he had them on his YouTube channel, and he also had them on his hard drive, and then it disappeared. Because it, like the Mandela effect, it wasn't here anymore. That Mandela effect wasn't here. But he'd done videos on this as a topic anyway, and it was brought in not as a Mandela effect. But even then, he went through the videos to look for that content. It was gone from his YouTube channel, gone from his hard drive, as if it never existed. There was no views, there was no posts, there was no nothing, there was no comments. There was even the whole whatever's happening with the digital world and the interface, and whether it's fucking freezing up with fucking atoms and all that kind of shit and whatever we're seeing. Yeah. It's all intertwined, and these motherfuckers that I'm looking at you, but them are looking at me, But when they're looking at you, it's actually not them looking at you, you're looking back straight at them, Yeah. So once they're there, let them fucking look. I don't give a fuck, man. Let them look. I've got a bit of blue tack on my camera. I'm sure there's more cameras on my yoke as well, but let them watch it. But they're changing everything, man. By the time you put a digital photograph up, it's changed straight away. If you take a photograph book and put it up as a photograph, as a JPEG, or maybe freeze it or whatever, kind of, you can do all them mad fucking technical shit. I know people to do that for me. I will eventually. But once you take photographs like that, they can't be changed because it's in a physical book. I collect books. I have about 4,000 books here on dating back from early Bibles from 1888 and other different Bibles from every religion, from all cultures of life. I've got books on basically UFOs, everything you can think of, basically. UFOs, transport, history, Star Wars. Fuck me, I've got the biggest collection of Star Wars shit, and it's not the old stuff either. It's not the one that's worth money. Fucking bastard! I should have bought it when I was younger. It's all, it's all the older stuff, but it's all books now. I buy you a few figures. I bought a few C3POs, the original. Yeah. It's all gold and all that kind of shit.
Eric's done that. That's Eric. You and Eric could go fucking hours talking about. Well, he's got Star Wars paraphernalia and stuff.
He needs to watch one of our episodes about George Lucas having the Mandela effect.
Oh yeah. Yes. I heard something about that. That came up in other channels as well about so that was you were talking about as well. What was your take on that? Just give me a snippet of it, like.
Well, Eric called the hospital. Now George Lucas was in an accident. He was almost dead. So he was near death. Go ahead, Eric.
No. Well, basically, before he became director, producer, he was going to be a race car driver.
Okay.
And that was his passion. He was from Modesto, where my brother and I were from Fresno, California. It's a racing capital of the valley. Yeah. And he got in a car accident where he almost died. I mean, he basically died. And when he was in the hospital, that's kind of when he started having the vision of the Star Wars stuff. And a lot of relations to Mandela effect, people are waking up, has been near death experience. Not all, but some. Okay. So it's kind of it's hard, not complicated, but we did a whole show where we broke everything down on where the Star Wars movies keeps changing. He keeps changing it. He keeps with the remakes and with things not lining up with the prequels. And then sometimes you got to ask yourself, is he just making these changes, or in his mind the changes has happened and he doesn't know why they changed? But since the difference between him and us is we don't have the money to go back and make changes, he does. Because there's stuff like Luke telling Leia, do you remember your mom? And she says, yeah, she was beautiful. But in the prequel, she never met her mom because they were both born as twins.
Yeah.
So I think Lucas saw this like, who changed my movie? Who changed this? Who changed the story? And of course, he can't come out and say, I had a Mandela effect and I'm going to make these changes that somebody changed in real life.
Do you think that
was crazy? But hold on. Was he crazy? Now the hospital. See, I called the hospital, right? And I actually talked to. Now I didn't talk to the person that was there when George Lucas was there, but I actually got a hold of a medical person, which he actually believed in the Mandela world, and he was just telling me that a lot of reasons that people started not just like wake up, because he was telling me changes are always happening. Mm-hmm. But a lot of times when you get in an injury, we all live in a lifestyle where it's fast. It's a very fast lifestyle. But when you're injured, you're not living in a fast lifestyle. Your life slowed down. And the changes that were happening, you're finally seeing them because you had no choice, because you're stuck in a white build, hospital's all white.
Yeah.
So you're noticing every little thing that it was always happening. It's just when you're injured, you can't move. This is kind of a brief kind of a thing on that video.
I'm hearing you. I hear you, man. I get your drift. Did you see the scene there where George Lucas was protesting his movie? Do you think that had something to do with it? Maybe he was protesting because he thought it had changed. He was standing outside going protest. It was only a trick thing. It was only messing. Did you see that photograph? It was on the media that he was standing outside the premiere of his latest movie.
I believe it. I believe. I made a joke about it. I think he woke up with a fucking horse's head in his bed, dude.
Right.
Hey, I think he woke up with a horse head in his fucking bed one day and said, "We got an offer you can't refuse.
Yeah,
let me make these videos," because this dude was like, he doesn't give his shit away. He doesn't do it. That's his bread and butter. All of a sudden, he's like, "Go ahead, take my videos." Bullshit. Somebody fucking put a fucking horse head in his bed, man. I don't give a fuck. Anybody said there's no man would not give away his shit. That's why he's like, what the fuck? They gave it to him. He did it for a reason. There's something going on that we aren't or privy but know about. Like maybe there is some big ass thing gonna come this year. It's gonna wipe half the fucking globe out. That's what I think. But he knew
either it's going to be either fake alien invasion or real alien invasion, or we're going to turn ourselves inside out and turn into superhuman beings and fucking fly around like fucking Incredible Hulk and all them tours and all going around. I want to be the Hulk. Who do you want to be, man?
I got big. No, I had a cirrhosis of the liver. I was supposed to die. I had multiple crushed discs, and everyone knows me. Right now, I'm about the size of a fucking big ass bodybuilder.
All right, well, you could be the Hulk, and I'll be torn, and he's pretty cool. Actually,
I can't fit in my own shit anymore. My fucking old shorts, I can barely fit my glutes are huge. My calves are huge. It feels like gravity's 1,000 times fucking stronger here in England. I can barely walk around. I take the canal fucking walks. I can barely move.
Well, yeah, because I keep forgetting you're in England. You are in England, yeah? You're in England.
Yeah, I'm in Manchester. I had to get out of the States for a little while. I fought the system. I found out the system was fake. I found out the banking system was fake by paying off my house with my own social security number. People that watch me know I paid off my house, I paid off my bills and everything with my social security number. Paid it off clean. It worked. It did not work. It worked 100%. Problem is they fucking fought back and says, if everybody finds out about this, and everyone's going to do it. So they made me an example. Sent fucking lawyers around saying, well, how did you find out about this information? I said, it's easy. God told me. Now I fucking paid off my house. I get the fuck away from it. Like, no, you didn't pay off nothing. I said, I paid it off. Is it cleared for my fucking name? Yes. Did I pay my fucking bills? Yes. All my power was paid for. I didn't pay no power. I didn't pay no electricity. I didn't pay nothing. I used my social security number. Paid everything off. Live free. I made videos living free in my house with no mortgage, with no bills, with no nothing. And I did it.
Oh, and how are you living now? Are you living in your own place? Are you paying rent or what?
No. I have fans in England. So I had fans in England, and people knew that I was going to be on the streets. Now, Eric, my little brother here, just happened to have his house fucking roof was all fucked up. His back room, a tree fell down. Yeah. He had to move to his house to live in an apartment or live in a rental, so he couldn't take me in. I was going to go be living homeless.
I was living in a hotel.
I was going to live in a park. I made an example, but they won at the end. They said, get out, or we're going to make a fucking whole scene out of it. So I left. I was going to live in the parks for a little while until his house got fixed. No big deal. I can do it. I can camp, fish, do my whole life. But people from England said, hey, you want to – came to my house. Said, hey, come live with me. Yeah, come live in my house, family house. I find
out the same experience as yourself. And when I arrived here, I only arrived here about 4 years ago, off a boat. Whatever happened back home, what happened back home. My missus, me and my 14-year engagement broke up. I lost the house. Well, I didn't lose the house. I left it for her. Got on the fucking boat, got pissed off, and just fucking said goodbye. Arrived in England with a Facebook friend. I knew him. He put me up there. My cousin that I hadn't seen in 30 years put me on his floor. Yeah. There's so much hospitality over here. What happened then afterwards between then, and that's about 3 years ago, and now, I'll give you a great history. Homeless for a bit, sleeping under bridges, this, that, and other. Eventually got through with a nice charity. I do a little bit of charity work. Oh yeah, I do a bit of not work, would you say, volunteering. So I try to give a little back. But certain organisations, I don't know if you know them, Crisis. Do you know Crisis in England? For the homeless people. They help me out and stuff like that. Now I have me on an apartment for the last 2 years. Well, not an apartment, but one bedroom flat. I'm blessed to be alive. Okay, I think I died about 1,000 times. So, I've been reincarnated so many times and gone into so many different realities. Like yourself, when you're feeling down and when you're feeling that you're fucking like shit like that, oh, where am I going to live? What am I going to do? So always going to be someone there, especially in the community like this. It's so close and so, fans and stuff like that on YouTube. This is all new to me, so I'm fucking overwhelmed. It's great. But even on Facebook, people are going, if there's any problems like that, you pick up some fucking great ones. This social media thing is great for that. Other than the whole thing that they're scanning the shit out of us and fucking listening to every fucking movie probably making porno movies out of what they see, just for fucking fun. You know what I mean? Oh, yeah. For their own entertainment. That kind of like, that, it's okay to use. It's fucking great. We can get our message out there.
Yeah. I was going to compliment YouTube. I was like, thank you for the platform. I don't care about the subs. Thank you for allowing me to get out here and not kicking me off. I always say, people like, you Poop Tube just took away my demonetized. Fuck that, man. Poop Tube gave you a fucking opportunity to speak up and help other people out. Now, if people are using it for money, that's fine. Absolutely. You got to fucking survive. You got to live. You got to eat. I myself, people had mailed me They literally actually delivered produce to my house. I had boxes of fruits and vegetables at my house.
You did.
From the locals, they were watching my videos. They were bringing me food.
Wow.
That's because it's a good community. Everybody helps each other.
Man, it blows me away, you know. You meet so many good people. I was talking to a fella the other day, Dominic Frost. He's here, a good friend of mine. You know Dominic, and then he's
Helen.
He's the Helen Skywatcher and stuff like that. You know Helen Skywatcher.
She's awesome.
They do live streams. He was there together at the moment where she lives. And they've done a live stream on Sunday night, and he told out a story over the Christmas period. They were doing little bits and pieces, but his story was amazing. He just, you know, he asked for something from the universe, and he got science fiction, and then the Mandela effect came. That was it. And I thought, Jesus, that's so kind of similar to what, you know, a lot of people are going through. You know, they see strange men growing up and stuff like that, and you go, oh, you question yourself, and then you go back into your shell. Not that you go back into your shell. You kind of go back into, you know, learning mode. Let's learn what they want to learn. You know, this whole education shit. You know, you can't get out of it. You know, we shouldn't be doing it in the fucking first place. They should be teaching us different shit, not fucking, you know, one twos and fucking how to fucking speak a different language. Speak all fucking languages, man. Not just one. You know. But yeah,
I call it empty your basket. You empty your basket. I always say you empty your basket. So you got a basket inside your baskets. All of you is in there. So you want to give yourself away. You want to empty your basket. You're like, I want to help you. I want to help you. I'm going to make this from it. Get off drugs. I'm going to help you out. You empty your basket. The universe puts something in there once it's empty. You got to give to receive. That's the way it works. That's how people, how are you making it like this? Or how are you doing it like this? Or how are you doing it without a house? Because I'm giving away and then I'm receiving. Like you said, the universe, God is putting back in the basket.
Ask when you will receive,
Yeah, I pray. Now I don't have to fucking light a candle. I'm not doing no fucking tap dance. I'm just doing a fucking little basic prayer. Thank you for everything you've given me so far, man. I appreciate it.
Namaste and all that. Do you know what? What? I finally found out what namaste means the other day. It means yoga is over.
Oh.
No, it doesn't really. It doesn't really mean that. It's just
what?
That's what we say at the end of a yoga class, namaste, and everyone fucks off, don't they?
Yeah, namaste.
that it means in English, it means yoga is over. Off you go. Out the door with you. Just thought it was funny.
Let me ask you a question. System failure. You said in 2015.
My name's Mark, by the way. Sorry, my name's Mark. Call me Mark, man.
You go, Mark. Okay.
Mark. You said in 2015, you woke up. Was there something that dramatically happened in 2015? You remember that you woke up, or you just sensed it?
I think I got tragic news thereabouts around that year. But I think what it was as well, you know, leading up to that point for a long time, you know, going through childhood and whatever, you know, living in rural Ireland, you know, in a small town, and, you know, having relations, living in you know, the countryside, you know, growing up in the country, running around farmyards with cows and pigs and all sorts of magic. Yeah, you know, it's great.
I love Ireland. Been there, beautiful, man. Looks like where we're from, dude. Looks like where we're from. You know, I'm from the same kind of place. It's that country backfield place, yeah.
Up and stuff like that, you know, because they're going through fucking all that mad mushroom phase and fly garrics and all that, and looking into the whole fucking, you know. There's something called heavenly blue variety. That's some sort of seed that you can apparently get a 24-hour fucking acid trip kind of shit off, but you have to prepare it right. You have to feed it to a pigeon, and then you have to let the pigeon poop this fucking seed out, and then you have to prepare it properly, and it gives you a 24-hour fucking high. Now I don't know how in duration of what kind of you're fucking coming up for 8 hours, and you've got 8 hours tripping balls, and you've got 8 hours coming down. Because I don't know how I even took it. And I've been tripping balls a long time, and I've seen some fucking weird shit. It's great stuff, you know, different dimensions and all. But, you know, growing up on all that kind of, and then when you get to a certain stage, you know, you kind of, it's not that you get flashbacks or whatever. You kind of just remember, this isn't worth this shit, man. What the fuck am I going to fucking doing all this for shit? What am I paying this mortgage for? What am I paying the fucking man? You know, kind of phase. And then whatever happened, you get news or whatever, and fuck that, man. It's like as you just shift, you just turn inside out and you just say, fuck this shit. And you either go to a different reality or you just go to a different dimension in your brain and start thinking differently. And your whole world just changed. Like, I can go into the whole thing of phasing and stuff like that, and different phases and, you know, dimensions, if you want to sort of put them as a phase as a different dimension. people call them, getting twisted. So I love the word adjacent. The adjacent word. So, instead of thinking of it in here, it's just being thought of in an adjacent universe by somebody else that actually living the same life as me, but just looks totally different. Do you know what I mean? And then I kind of went through a phase of, what, I'm going to go meet people and I'm going to meet them like as if it's just me meeting myself, just living a different life, and being someone else and whatever happens. So everyone that I meet is me, and everyone throughout history's been me all the time type of thing, I was everyone and I am all the whole. I went through that kind of phase, and then, I'm open to every theory and whatever happens, We can't control it. We're trying to control it. Well, it's not that we're trying to control it. We're trying to let them let go of the control so we can do whatever we want. Because there's a theory down the road of that we are the creators of our own existence, and we're actually causing this Mandela effect ourselves. Do you know that one? Have you heard of that theory?
No.
So we create our own existence. So the power of the mind and stuff like that is, kind of like a domino effect, would you say? So someone I'll just give you one example. Now, this isn't a fucking great example, but I love it. This is one of my favorite Mandela effects. So someone heard Tom Hanks say, life was like a box of chocolates. Right? And he went round to the next person and he said to him, do you know what? I heard that. Go back and listen to that. Did I hear that correctly? And then when he goes back, he listens to that and he goes, he's so influenced by that person, he actually hears what that person said to him. And that creates a bubble. And each person has a bubble. And every time you sort of mention that to someone else, it creates a bigger bubble and a bigger bubble. And that bubble sort of goes out and it affects other people. So then if you're crossing towards, in the interweb and it's all fucking connected to the whole fucking whatever them fucking internet shit, bits and bytes and whatever. And you say to someone and you're spreading your word like this through a social media realm and it's going from one side of the world to the other, that's creating bigger bubbles. Ooh, so we could be, on the back of the whole, zeros and ones and fucking binary code and all that shit. I think that kind of, I went through a phase of reading that shit as well and then going into color binary. Have you ever heard of color binary? That's another mad one. If you remind me of that later if you want to know about that anyway. But so where was it? Where was it? It was on binary code. So I went through a phase of that and I lost me. I shouldn't have smoked that Benson and Hedges, man. That was fucking a strong bench. So I go off on ones like that every now and again, and it's crazy. I'll come back to it. I digress anyway. So do you want to address anyone in the chat, lads? I know you like talk to the people in chat, and I'm sure there's a few people there. Say hello to them and get them involved. Namaste and all that, and tin head and all. Thank you everyone for being here, and I hope that some of my subscribers are coming over. And I'm watching. I asked every group that I'm in, as many as I could in 10 minutes, and all day long today and all day long yesterday, to just come and check it out. I put it on my own personal stuff. So hopefully, it might get you a few more bits and pieces.
Oh yeah. Same for you, man. Eric told me he was going to check you out. I'm not going to lie to you. I'm like, I don't know that guy. I don't care.
I'm a big. See, I've been on Facebook for years. I used to have a channel on this a long time ago called System Failure, and I put out a few things that got ripped down. That was it, done. I think it was done for about 6 months. I was one of them people just put out a video, fucked it, But what I was doing was I was just mirroring stuff. I didn't ask permission because I didn't know the rules. I got cut down, and there was a lot of truth shit in there, a lot of fucking mad shit, and there was a lot of early stuff that I saw, and then I put up on my channel. It was taken down. The reason why it was taken down. When I went to look for the original clip was gone as well. I'm like, what the fuck, man? So that was taken down. I have another profile. It's called Una Flow. I don't know why I called it Una Flow, but I used to use that that was on my phone. So it was just handy to lay on my sofa and just use my phone. I use a device. I'm kind of getting used to having my laptop open now and using that, So it's a whole new fucking world for me, It's just crazy.
That's cool though. I mean, you got a site you're running with it. There's no rules against like just showing up.
No.
I need to make it.
Well, every show that you and I have done, we put a link up. We allow anybody who wants to come in. We even had two guys who just kept bashing us, not bashing, and I offered them to come on, tell us why you hate us. I invite anybody.
Okay.
If you have something to say, great. If you don't, I kick you off.
You invite the bashing, do you? Okay.
Yeah, we had a guy that kept bashing. He kept following me to other sites, And every time I make a comment about somebody's doing a good video, he'll say, "You're stupid." I'm like, dude, stop on my show. Tell me why I'm stupid, but they don't come on. I welcome anybody to jump on. If you like me or not, I give everybody a free platform. That's just the way I believe.
Yeah.
That's how you start a community. You have to talk to people.
I've noticed that you don't have wrenches in your chat. Is that a decision that you decided not to do, or?
I haven't learned how to do that yet.
I can certainly do that. Try to help you with that.
Yeah, you don't know.
That was brought up last week. Remember that, Bob? Pat?
Yeah, he rolls. It's kind of an experiment. He rolls with no wrenches, and we just see the people in there. And so far, I'm going to be honest, it's been nice people.
Oh yeah.
I haven't seen anybody bad. Everyone's been fucking nice. Now we might have a couple bad posters. They'll post some nasty shit, but for the most part, people that come in at Eric's sidebar are pretty nice. I mean, he's not a dick. I roll out like a dick. I made tons of enemies on purpose. I just purposely went out.
Okay.
So I had to have wrenches over time because I was like made so many people mad. But I came to Eric's side. He's passive. He's got a passive site, and so I'm like, I said I'm a guest like yourself on his site. So I was telling Eric, I don't know. I don't tell him about, I go, you might need a wrench here. And Eric's like, I don't know how to do it. I haven't done it yet.
I'm the same with you. I'm the same kind of attitude with you as well. I was like, I don't need wrenches and stuff like that. And then I was looking at a few videos, a few of my friends' lives. Say Brian Stevie. Do you know Brian Stevie?
Not a fan, but yeah.
Okay. Brian's chat and Karen B and all them, the Flat Earthers. And
I like them.
That kind of crew. I was in with a few of them last night, and then there's Steve JMO. I'll also, while I'm talking, I'm sure that will probably listen. I'd like to say hello to Matthew Reid, Quantum Entanglement, Helen Skyguard, because they're great, man. If you want to go check them out, they're amazing. The stuff they do. Matthew goes into detail with some great stuff, man. He's a great investigator. I'm happy to have him in the group. And Helen is she's just amazing. She just does her thing, man. And as you know, it's great to have people like that in your group. You can depend on you. You sort of send them to people. Okay, someone's talking about clouds there. You talk to him, Matthew, and stuff like that. And, like the post, and then keep the conversation going and that kind of thing. I've been on that for fucking years. But with the channel and stuff like that, I didn't know the reason why I like talking about wrenches because I just got one. I didn't even know what to fucking wear 2 days ago, man. So I'm like, yes, this information, let me get it out there. And I got these wrenches and I said, okay, so how do I then tag someone in the chat? And I was told, in the chat groups, how to do it. So how do I highlight someone's name? I only found that out the other day as well. So, and I also, this is a fucking funny one. I only found the emoji button. I don't know what the fuck, man. I've been using this fucking typing with big fucking sausage-looking fingers on a fucking tiny little screen for ages. And now I found an emoji where I just press. Yeah, exactly, man. You look at me. I've got my hands up and they're silver. Look. So yeah.
I got man fucking bigger, man. I got huge.
My granny used to call me sausage fingers.
How do you put a wrench?
I don't know yet. I'll find out for you. I'll get back to you.
Everybody told me how to put a wrench. I went to the banner. I went to the brand. I'm like, where is this wrench everybody's talking about?
You could do it online, but if this is a whole different program, this StreamYard is a whole different. Actually, you got to do it through settings. It's easy.
It's not through StreamYard.
Here's the problem with wrenches. Now, I've been doing this for fucking 4 years, and I've done experiments. I've literally. I went to university. I advanced education, anthropology, archaeology. So I did a lot of anthropology to fuck with people.
Yeah, right.
So I did the whole sidebar, and I gave out wrenches, and I gave out particular, and then I pulled them away, and then I gave them back to see how people react, like monkeys. Okay. And then I put them out again, and then I was going back, and I was noticing that I went to a little box where everybody was putting time out, and it was packed.
Yeah.
It was packed, and I said, and I know these people are good people, and I go, what the fuck? So I put them all back in. I yanked all the wrenches, and so my shit was going thin, and I was like, "Where's everybody at?" I had a shield wrench that pretended to be a good guy, right around the sides, pretending to be fucking good guy. Yeah. And everybody's shit. This person was secretly fucking wrenching people, deliberately wrenching people to sabotage, play the part of somebody with the effect. I found that out.
I've come across that as well. I know people that can deal with that straight away, no problem. Like, the click of a button, I'll get keys on that, no problem. I don't even know. I don't know how to do the timeout or anything like that. As I'm only new to it, but we're all learning curve. So yeah, definitely, I want to do that on my own. But at the end of the day, if people want to chat in the chat, let them chat. If you want to chat shit, it's all a bit of banter. If they start getting messy and start messing with me and start talking about me, like that, That's great. That's public. No problem. Let them talk about me. But I won't tolerate someone putting their own websites and sexy pictures and all that kind of shit up. Like that.
Yeah. Same shit.
I think you need to protect yourself like that. I know I'm gonna have to maybe. I've been told that maybe we should, because you can get there's people there. There's warehouses full of people trolling every fucking site that gets anywhere over a fucking 1,000 views or a day or whatever.
Yeah.
And there's these crews of people, and they're not even fucking people anymore. It's fucking bots.
No. They're robots.
There's one quantum computer fucking running the whole fucking world, probably. You know what I mean? And it's not even on this earth. It's on some other fucking earth somewhere, and it's twice the size of us, because we're only fucking tiny. We're smaller than DNA. Do you ever hear of the term RNA?
RNA?
Yeah, so you have DNA and then you have RNA.
Yeah, you have RNA, yeah.
Yeah, so that's like the DNA of a DNA. So if you can imagine the DNA strand being the same size of a human being, that'd be the same sort of, So if they can see that kind of fucking stuff with all these particle accelerators and all this kind of shit and fucking telescope, sure you can stick a telescope in the fucking sky and look fucking past what they can tell and stuff they're looking at and see all this shit that's going on up there,
No, yeah, I don't believe it.
Hey, you got respect, Bob. Thanks. I hope my shell videos don't scare you off. I don't like tube sellouts, which is one reason Wu gained my respect. You gained somebody's respect. Usually people say you're crazy.
I got that. Right.
Woo!
It's Robert Wood. My side name is Robert Wood. I put Dr. Wu on the other day for a joke.
Everyone hit the thumb up button or whatever. The like button, is that what it's called? Hit the like button down there. Everyone that's in the chat, hit the like, man, and just keep hitting that shit, man. Just more likes you get, the better it is for everyone, I suppose. Love hearts, keep Jack on and all that shit. People sort of, I only figured out that, how to tag people, and then you're scanning back trying to figure out who. And every time I look at a message that someone's written to me, it just keeps popping up. I haven't figured out how to read it yet properly, so it takes me about half an hour to usually get back to people in the chat and that, but, it's all a learning curve, It's all a learning curve. I have a good team of people there that are helping me out with all this kind of stuff, and I'm willing to I want to. I just want to give it to the world, but use our first in the queue. So welcome. Let's get together and just do this and fucking get our message out there. I can get you bigger platforms. I hope I can. I can try, and and that's what it's all about. Because your message that you're putting out there is just it's good banter. That's what people need. You don't want to be, we can get serious if you want to. Put a warning at the front of your video and say, listen, put stuff in your kids' ears and shit like that so they can't hear it. So we're going to talk shit. But that kind of stuff, that's crazy. Anyway,
we don't try to get like 100% serious. We just come up with a topic and we just go off on it. We just talk about whatever. We don't even discuss before we go on the show. We don't even discuss what the title is.
Oh yeah.
We want everything raw and real.
Yeah, that's the way, man. I'm off the top of the dome as well. I'm straight off the top of the dome, shit, man. I haven't rehearsed it. I've notepads of Mandela effects and books of Mandela effects, but they're for another day. I can read you some new ones out if you want and whatever. But I got this weird phone call yesterday, and a fella, he's deep in it, deep in it, deep web, dark webs, and all that kind of mad shit. Intertwined. He's willing to give me this list. I'm like, oh, lovely. So what it is and what it isn't, and what the theories are towards it and what's behind it and stuff like that. So that's going to be a big I suppose task and a big fucking thing for me to go through. But it's going to be fucking amazing, That because of people come in and they talk about these different Mandela effects, and this is kind of going down the theory route of we create our own reality type of thing. So people come in and give these fake Mandela effects. It can affect stuff. So it causes a movement type of thing, Okay, oh yeah, I see that, and so on and so on and so on. Like the theory I said earlier on, big bubbles and all that shit. So we don't want the ones that are fucking, we don't want these things happening that are, people changing all these different things as a suggestion for their own good, just for their own gain, and that's what seems to be happening all the time. But now we're doing it ourselves for the better. Yeah, and the people that used to do it behind the scenes, would you say, don't do it anymore? Not that they're not doing it anymore. They're getting scared, and they're realizing, what, we need to fucking get off this fucking planet, man, or do whatever, or try to get into a different dimension or whatever. Now, the whole different dimension thing is, as you probably know, D-Wave computers and all that shit as well, and the whole, we're fucking pulling bits and bytes and shit like that. The fucking thing's biting into the ass, man. It's great. That's what I'm talking about, the adjacent worlds. That whole Matrix movement and all, the whole simulation theory.
Yeah.
The Matrix, we won't a lot of people up to that theory, but when you look through it, when you look into it,
Matrix.
Do you like the Matrix movie? Are you into the?
I like the whole Matrix movie. I've got it broken down. I know about the Freemason. I know about the pillars. It's I already know about the whole. I used to be in Freemasonry, so I already pretty much know about the whole. I know the thing. I mean, in fact, all this. I mean, in 2000, I worked at a fucking museum of flight. I worked at a fucking aviation museum with a government. I worked at fucking Smithsonian. I'm a fucking educated piece of shit. And I know about a lot of the fucking lies out there. It's all fucking lies. And so when I woke up in 2016 with a big thing, I've noticed everything fucking immediately changed. Then I noticed we took out the Operation Paperclip section. Then I noticed we fucking moved this section. I noticed all the Nazi airplanes were coming, all the engines on the Nazi airplanes are becoming real, the fucking real planes that are goddamn exhibits. And I go, guess what? Shit in the past fucking changed. And this timeline of fucking Nazis won technology-wise.
Speaking of Nazis there, just for a second, you're aware of the Mandela effect of the Nazi fucking symbol spinning to the side?
It changed. It spin. I saw that first day.
Yeah. I've got loads of residue on that. I've got fucking shitloads of residue on that. I sit down and watch a movie, and I end up fucking standing in front of the TV, fucking taking photographs of the whole lot because there's so much residue you can see. You know what I mean? I do that. Especially Family Guy and all that kind of stuff, the old cartoons. There's so much fun on that, man. I can't lay down on the sofa and watch it without having to get up, take a photograph of my camera and then sit back down. And they're not going to be the best photographs that they're taking off the camera, but now I have this, I could probably take screenshots. But, it ruins the whole thing of it. You can't sit down and look and watch a movie without being Mandela effect. Okay, residue. Sorry to cut you off there. Go ahead. I had to go into segments and stuff. Benson hedges are good for you, by the way.
Well, I always tell people, if you want my advice, if you want to see some real old Nazi residue, anything to do with World War II residue, actual residue, don't make it hard on yourself. Go get get Dr. Seuss books. Go get Dr. Seuss book, World War II, because Dr. Seuss was a propagandist for the United States government in World War II. So you go get anything from Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss.
Dr. Seuss, the Green Eggs and Ham, Dr. Seuss.
Green Eggs. Okay, I thought you were on about some scientist.
You go get any of his propaganda stuff. You're going to see the old swastikas. In fact, you're going to have old information about the old ration cards, all that old stuff. See, the one thing this thing can't change, and now believe me, I'm going to have to apologize. I fucking write the shit down. I know it.
Yeah.
They keep changing satire. Satire can't change. That's why Family Guy can't change. That's why these other things, these flags and these. If you guys watch the End Game, the fucking remember the End Game with all the superheroes and fighting.
Avengers End Game. Yeah.
Remember the archery guy? The archery guy, he's at his house. The archery guy is at his house, and behind him on the wall, painted on his fucking.
Oh, I got it.
Is the American flag? The American flag, red stripe.
It's in the first movie.
Yeah, the American flag's underneath the fucking thing, and then when they go through they go through time and space, they come back. His fucking flag changed. It just gives you the answer. So a lot of these things, Dr. Seuss will give you a lot of the answers you guys are looking for. You want to go look at the old residue? Just go to Dr. Seuss books. You're gonna be, you can do a whole show. I did shows on Dr. Seuss.
I have, I have the Dr. Seuss book here somewhere. I'm sure I'll probably have that residue. I know that residue you're on about. I have that as well. As I said, I'm a residue hunter. If you want to check out any of my earlier videos, I just used to take the shit. I got OBS, you know that program OBS for making. I got it. Brian McFarlane gave me the link. I got it downloaded. I used it for a bit on a shitty laptop. It used to take me about an hour to make a video, put it up and and then just, then I went through a phase of doing ones with my face in it, but I didn't have my face on it. I put a fucking Spider-Man mask on because fuck that face and shit, you know what I mean?
I saw that.
One of them ones that I got this residue. I walk around here every day, London and whatever, not London, but parts of London. And because I work in or I volunteer in a charity shop, I get books in all the time, old books. So I love charity shops. I love giving back that little bit, going in. If it's a pound for a book, I'll give it fucking £2, that type of way. I just like, if I have it, I'll give it. You know what I mean? So I would go and buy books every day. I used to come home here. I've got 6 bags of books sitting on a chair over there. I haven't even taken out. I have a book here that I bought in a fucking in an old antique shop that I walked into. Here's a funny story. I walked into this antique shop with a girl, my good friend, and we walked in, and I went down the stairs. She was kind of like, "Oh, fuck's sake, another fucking charity shop." You know, one of them. She was getting pissed off walking into the charity shop. So I walked in anyway, and I went downstairs into this nickety kind of fucking, and loads of residue. There's loads of fucking, loads of British flag residue everywhere. And I mean, fucking, there's loads of it anyway. But I started taking photographs and all these bits and pieces, and, you know, flags upside down, inside out, and all fucking references, all this shit. But I found this book from 1920s, or 1940s? But it has all these pictures of all these really old actors in it. And it's black and white, and the book must be about fucking 50 years old. And I opened it up, and it has basically, you know, their glossy photographs that they used to give to agents years ago, you know, to promote themselves, all in this book, and they're all signed. Now, it's not the real signature; it's obviously a print of a signature, but it's signed by the person from, you know, these are all actors from the, you know, the early ones, you know, like fucking Chaplin and all them. I don't have Chaplin's there, but, you know, all them early ones, and they're all the good ones. You know? I haven't. Basically, I looked at it, saw there was signatures in it, saw that there was a name change in it, saw it, right, took a photograph of it, put it in a bag, wrapped it up, bought it. But when I came upstairs, right, what happened was the girl that I left upstairs, this is the funny part, the girl that I left upstairs walked in, and this woman came out to her. This is how old the shop is. The woman came out, "Oh, would you like a drink of lemonade?" You know, and she thought she was being nice. Yeah, thanks. So she gave her a drink of lemonade. By the time I got up the stairs, I went out the back. She had actually bought her out a drink of lemonade and brought her out the back. And out the back was a fucking little cafe. And then she asked me for it, did I want? I said, no. This is why. How much is that one? She fucking charged me £5 for a fucking small glass of lemonade that was like about 2 inches high. I'm like, these fucking bastards. So anyway, but I got the book for fucking £3, so it didn't matter. But I have that still sitting in a bag underneath a bag of books, still in the plastic. I haven't opened it, and I know the residues there. That's the kind of stuff I've been doing. I've been gathering so much. You know, I've so much fucking Volkswagen residue. There's a theory on the Volkswagen residue. I'll go into a theory there. So there was this change there, you know, the whole Nazi thing and all that kind of shit, and then around that area. You know, I think they might have something to do with that shit. But there was a year that there was a big change because there was the Volkswagen bus, and then whatever year it was, there was a bigger change in the later years on the Volkswagen sign as it was the younger years.
It's a Nazi vehicle.
You know, something happened there. You know what I mean? There was some sort of shit, sort of a singularity type of thing. There was a lad there on singularity. He was amazing. He was just taking the piece. It's a fucking singularity. Why don't you just can't see? It's all a singularity. Every moment's a singularity. Every moment you make is a singularity. Different reality. Every decision you make, that's happening somewhere else. He was going on like that. It was a fucking amazing, man. Anyway, I digress. Do you want to say hello to anyone in the chat and all that?
Hey, Raven Sage. You don't like liars and sellouts, man. I agree. There ain't no sellouts on this show.
No,
we don't make a dime or dollars.
No, man.
We don't have shirts or anything that we're selling, so we don't make money. So, you know, this show where ain't no sellout.
I am. I put shirts out. I finally put a shirt
I know, but we don't sell out just to sell something.
I've got the time travel equation on it. I put the time travel equation on it, and I put your running for president picture. Yeah, you're running. Eric's running for president, by the way.
Yeah, my name is actually. I fill out the form. They won't put my name on the ballot because you got to have like 100,000 signatures. But my name is in the system as running for president. That is true. We did it on air. We filled out the form on air. Put it in an envelope.
You got 100,000 have your name on. That's bullshit, man. Then you need $2 million to fucking to debate. $2 million to debate. That's fucked up. They locked that shit down, man. You got to be an RH negative and related to the Queen to run for fucking American president or any American government.
It's definitely a good time to be Irish with all this whole. Now, I don't get into politics because let them all do whatever they want, man. Unless I have to go outside with a fucking gun and shoot some cunt, I don't give a fuck what they do outside. You know, I'm waiting to go into that spaceship in the sky. So, you know, government shit and politics it's not my forte, would you say? They can do what they want. I can get into that subject, but with all the stuff that's going on in the world at the moment, the kind of vibe that I'm trying to bring to the whole thing is, let's not talk about politics. Let's talk about, you know, guns and fucking bombs and zombies and all that. You know that fucking famous song "Zombie" by fucking who are that Irish band, whatever they are, zombie, with their bombs and their guns and all. You know, there's deep messages and all that.
Oh yeah, no, we don't. We hardly ever talk about politics. Only time we talk about politics is when we run for president, vice president.
What I'm saying is, it's good time to be Irish here because with the Brexit thing that's going on and stuff like that, you know. You know, people actually want to marry Irish people to get an Irish passport so they can stay in the EU. You know, it's crazy. I'm not saying the people are coming up to me and asking me to fucking marry me. They don't. Jesus, and I would welcome them, but I probably wouldn't.
You can marry somebody now. You can get laid. You can get married as an English girl easy, dude. Because they want to give.
I know, but I just don't. I don't look for it. I try to shy away from it because I thought, you know, I've been in a relationship for so long and they kind of tie you down a little bit and whatever, you know, and I'm on my own journey now. If someone wants to come along and, you know, sit with me with rainbows in their hair, that's great. That's what I accept.
But let me say this about Ireland, though. Now, remember, I archaeology. Now, I've been traveling through Europe. I haven't been squatting around here. I've been traveling through Europe. People who've been watching my videos know I've been all over. Now, I've been to Ireland. The last place I went to Ireland, I was there over a week. I traveled. It's pretty easy to get around Ireland. It's fucking free. Nobody on the roads, man. I went from Dublin across the whole fucking like across diagonal. But here's the thing about Ireland, though. Now, I don't know if you know this because I talked to Irish people with the Mandela effect, and I believe they keep saying. I asked them number one thing. This is what I'm seeing in Ireland. Number one, I see, and I went to go visit them. There are tons of lakes in Ireland that were never there, and there's a big ass lake in Ireland. Now it's the biggest lake in the English Isles. I've never seen that lake before. That big ass lake is a Mandela, it's a Mandela effect. It's 100%.
Okay, for you. You know, there's pineapple trees in Ireland now, apparently.
Pineapple tree, I believe it. But those lakes, you guys got more and more lakes appearing all over it. Like I'm saying, it's going the way of Canada. Canada has fucking tons of fucking lakes that are going almost diagonal now. Canada's turning into a big ass lake.
Yeah, man. Fuck me. Yeah,
that's a bunch of lakes, man. Now I'm not saying I've been over to Europe side too, and there's a lot more fucking canals and lakes forming all over the place. Now I'm not saying we're going under the water, but if I were to say be careful, Ireland, because you guys are going like crazy with the lakes in Ireland. So I'm not saying Ireland's going to go under the water, but I'm saying there's a whole
we can swim, man. We do what? Back in the day, we used to just sit around. You know, no one used to come into Ireland. They used to, like, even the Romans got over to England and said, "Oh fuck that, I'm not going over to that country." Even the English got to Northern Ireland and said, "Oh fuck that, I'm not taking the rest of that." They're all crazy motherfuckers. All we used to do was sit around, drink, and fucking fight each other for the laugh. Then get up in the morning, do the fucking same, you know. But if you look at the Irish history, you know, back in the day, and the Druids and all them kind of shit, and all, you know, old Celtic tribes and whatever, you know. The place in Ireland called what the fuck's it called? I should know it. Newbridge, I think it's called. I have a daughter and a granddaughter that live there. Hi, if you're watching. And I have other kids, and hi, if you're watching, you know who you are. That's kind of one of them religious old mounds that's older than the fucking pyramids. But apparently back in the day, all these things were made. And because all these people didn't come out, they got fucking afraid of whatever tartan, fucking mad, fucking Celtic, fucking. Maybe they got to Scotland and said, "Fuck that, man," you know, because maybe you probably know a bit of that history about Scotland and all that kind of shit. And the Romans and all coming down to London and fighting the Romans and this, that, and other. Anyway, we were just left to our own devices. We used to sit around fucking fields and just talk shit. That's what the Irish used to do. One of the earliest books, one of the earliest known scribes ever found in Ireland as an artifact was written on cow's skin, and it dates back probably well before fucking in and around the time maybe fucking 2000 BC. It's mad shit, you know, and it's written in Irish or Celtic, would you say? But it's written on the skin because it didn't have paper then. You know, they weren't chopping down trees. They had to eat a cow. They had to eat a cow, so they used its skin to ride on. You know what I mean? Or wrap it around or whatever. But yeah, they were all taking magic mushrooms and drinking and doing whatever, you know, and how would you say, perfecting a fucking formula to fucking go, you know, not rule the world or anything, like, just, you know, that's kind of what that's go on, sorry. Yeah, that's
druids there. A lot of druids, a lot of old druids. But another thing about you guys is a change for me was
Canada's going underwater.
Your border used to be a diagonal line for me in my dimension, and now it's small. The British section is much smaller than I remember. There's more fucking Ireland than there is British territory. British territory is small. What the fuck is this?
Ireland seems to have got a lot smaller on the geographical map. All right, it seems to have got a lot smaller. Like a friend of mine, Helen Skywatcher Frosty, she does great geographical ones. You should check her stuff out. She's on about the size of England. She's lived here all her life. What I'd like to know, what I would love to know, even if there's anyone in the chat or anyone that's listening or anyone will watch it later on and leave in the comments, but what I'd love to know is, because I left Ireland, I wasn't really Mandela affected then, I'd love to know if there is a big Mandela effect community in Ireland, and is there, Mandela effects being seen there. So I don't know if I can ask people there, because I don't know many people. There's a few people that do be on, I think there's a few, one of the lads from Northern Ireland or something like that. I followed them for a bit. I think, you cross paths with these different people, but I'm putting it out there. And if there is anyone in Ireland that are noticing these Mandela effects, I would love to know, because not that I missed them, I would notice them quicker. Well, I probably wouldn't notice them as quick because I've lived there all my life and I just adjust to it. Because I moved to a bigger city and things are new to you, you're seeing different things in a different light. What I found was a turning point for me as well. I became a bit of a photographer for a bit. So I was looking through the lens of a fucking camera, taking these photographs and stuff like that. Looking through, I suppose, a digital world. So you're looking at the screen, taking a photograph, and not looking at the fucking real picture, the real, And that kind of opened my eyes, because you see every detail and stuff like that in the whole picture when you're examining it and stuff. And I do these different courses with Crisis, the homeless shelters. I do these different courses with them, and we used to do calendars and stuff like that. And we done a big ceremony, opening the whole place up, and I try to get involved in different music things and acting and whatever. And so we were doing this presentation. We're opening a new building. It was a big, the mayor and all came and all that kind of stuff. And all our art, all our photography was put all over the place. Now I got pride and joy, because my photography, whatever I done, I just went round and took a fucking photograph of whatever, street art. But I put a different effect. I never used Photoshop before. I thought, okay, there's these different settings you can do. I think you can make it look like a negative and stuff like that. Just normal settings, just pressing fucking buttons, not dragging shit and clicking shit, So I done all these effects, but loads of my photographs got put up on their calendar, in their books and stuff like that, and they're still hanging in there to this day. So, but it gives you perspective, because you examine it all. So I would recommend going out and taking a few photographs. You can put the camera down, looking up into the sky yourselves, because we get too much information looking at the fucking screen. Everyone gets so much tunnel vision looking at the fucking phone all the time.
I only look at the evening. I only look at the computer in the evening. I'm out all day. I said I went to Paris. I went to fucking Amsterdam. I've been all over. I've been looking at the canal systems. I've been watching the canal systems here and the history here, which just doesn't make any sense. In England, the canal systems don't make any sense to me. The history for them make no sense for me. I was in, like I said, Ireland, the lakes, all these history for these lakes, never seen them before. Went up to the border. The border's completely changed, and now they have a new rule about you don't even need to show certain things are being really relaxed over there. Yeah. It's like, okay, so this is not the country I fucking remember. Over in Europe. All the Europe, I see a miracle looking like fucking Hitler's daughter, and I'm like, look at this fucking coos, looks just like Hitler's daughter. To me, it's a bunch of Nazis fucking took over in time, and so I'm seeing Nazis hand out money. I'm not putting down Ireland, but I was in Ireland talking to someone.
I put it down all the time. Don't put down my town. That's all. You can do whatever you want to do.
Yeah, no, I love Ireland. It's beautiful. They're happy with the EU. You talk to somebody about the EU with the Ireland, they're fucking loving it. They're getting millions and millions of fucking money. I
didn't mean put it down. I love Ireland, by the way, up the Irish.
Oh, they're sucking that fucking money tit like crazy from the fucking EU. Been the other countries in Europe, they're like, we love the EU. I'm like, why? You guys are getting paid to do nothing. You're not doing anything. It's like they're being paid to come.
They're not.
I'm like,
it's all the game. It's all the game, I think.
There's no such thing as money. So everyone's getting dumbed down with all this fucking EU money for this and EU money from that. Now, I'm not saying anything wrong with it, because I'm American. We have to go work for it. But in England, they're breaking away from it because they see it happening here. And they're getting an influx of people from all over the world that are taking jobs away. That's what they're saying. And then they're trying to shut the borders off. So you have a 50-50 over here. Some like the EU because it's free fucking money. Everyone just one trough.
Whatever,
everybody, no individuality. Everyone's a fucking, might as well go to fucking China. And so there's a lot of individuals here want to break away from it on Brexit. Now, remember, I'm neutral. Now, I'm American, so I'm not here saying Brexit's cool or non-Brexit or union's cool.
You know what? I say fuck Brexit, and I don't fucking give a shit, man. What happens, to be honest, man?
I said I'm a neutral, chaotic neutral. I'm just saying it from
the same as you, man. I'm the same as you, man. I don't care, man. Either way, they're in or out. I don't give a shit. If the food gets dearer, well, then I start. I'll have to go rob a bank one day. Then I'll have to go do it. You know what I mean? But
that's right.
Until then, let them
I see the fucking EU as Nazis, man. I see a fucking new Nazi fucking place, and I see the Americans being.
Seen that White Kiki movie that what's it called? Jojo fucking something or other. You know the lad that done Thor Ragnarok.
Jojo Rabbit. Jojo Rabbit.
Have you seen that?
No, I haven't watched that one, but Wiki Tweedy, whatever his name is, who did the Thor movies.
Yeah, he's great, man. You seen his Paranormal? He's what's it called? Wellington Paranormal series.
Oh, Paranormal Activity.
No, he has a series. You should Google it. Because he has a series that he done before he became famous. Or would you say? It's called Wellington. It's based in fucking New Zealand or whatever. I think that's what it's called. Wellington Paranormal. It's kind of a mockumentary. These things take over the world. All these interdimensional demons. Fucking there's a scene in it where there's a scene in it where these technology starts taking over, right? But the attitude is about these cops. They're really laid back, there's a girl and a boy, and, they're sort of banned off each other, They see this demon and says, well, I'm not fucking touching that, man. Fuck that, man. That's wet. That kind of an attitude. He's kind of low cut comedy, kind of deadpan, fucking savage, and then an average moment. But he also done another movie called What We Do in the Shadows. Have you seen that?
No. I haven't watched television for so long.
I don't know if he's a big movie, but I have about 1,000. No, I have about 5,000. Sorry.
The vampires.
Yeah, the vampires, man. Yeah.
I remember that.
Yeah.
That's hilarious.
There's a series out now on BBC called What We Do. Well, have you seen that? I've seen that BBC vampire one. Like Katie done a movie about that. It's amazing. That comedy is fucking brilliant. I'm gonna try to do that comedy, man. That's fucking
real. I'm like, these guys are even real.
X and stuff like that. Sorry, go ahead.
Oh, no. I'm just reading 10 Head 92 wrote, is it just change for me, or does everybody knows about underwater cables that connects most of the world's internet?
Never heard actually,
of it. Well, since I've been in the cable business, for over 15, 20 years, and there is actual all wiring, phone wiring that's in the ocean that actually goes across. Yeah. They're using old technology for internet, but it's not like fiber system. So it has existed, but not to the point where we think of fast internet with fiber.
Is that why fucking that musky lad is putting them shit up in the air? Is it because he wants to connect the whole world and he doesn't want to use them cables anymore? Yeah.
Oh yeah, he's claiming that's Dollface. Elon
What's your stand on Musk? What's your stand on Musk?
Elon Musk doll face. He got that doll face. The man has hair implants and doll face for fake artificial teeth. He's a fucking liar. He's a Mandela effect for me, by the way.
So you think he's a Mandela effect too, yeah?
This piece of shit is talking about putting satellites up there and the jelly.
I'm big. I have a couple of groups here, and I know all about the fucking shit. He's done it there. Was it yesterday? I think. I've been following him since day one. I've been following him since PayPal days.
Well, he's full of shit because remember, I worked at the Museum of Flight and we have his stuff there. He's come to the Museum of Flight. Now, I've been there. We put his stuff in. Now, we put his stuff up. We used to hang his shit. He's a liar. He's a liar. That Bruce Bronson. Bruce Bronson was the first one in my time that this thing is going to go up. They even said it's not going into space. It's going to go near space and then glide down for tourists, like a goddamn roller coaster going up and it glides down, like a rocket going up and it glides down. This cocksucker has this magical fucking rockets going up and they come out of nowhere and we don't even have any of his shit. All of a sudden, I'm getting fucking paperwork saying we got to put Elon Musk stuff in. Who the fuck is Elon Musk? What shit are we putting up? I've been here for fucking almost a decade. I don't know this cocksucker. Next year, we're bringing in all his shit. And I go, he's never had. Who is this guy? And who the fuck is... And all of a sudden, we even have a book on him. There's like a science book from... We have a science book from fucking Von Braun. It says Von Braun never wrote a science. He wrote a fucking science fiction book. He never wrote a science
fiction one where he's the king of Mars.
He's the king of fucking Mars. Yeah, I said bullshit. Yeah. I said I ain't putting this out because it's a lie. That motherfucker cocksucker is put into a fucking little circle of fucking friends up there on top to keep this agenda going with lies. And so he's never put anything in space. It's CGI, like super CGI. So he's not putting any satellites up there.
It's so fake it must be real. That kind of shit.
It's all fake.
The guy who put the car up there supposedly, and how the tires and stuff don't explode. The guy with a car. It looks so perfectly, like that's impossible. There's no way a car could just look like that.
The guy who wants to put.
Have you seen the one where it's all set up where they're actually filming in the actual wherever the fuck they say that the app is really there. I know. I think there's a theory. Well, I don't say I think there's a theory out there about him. Yeah, that him being actually in that fucking car and shooting himself back to the fucking moon or wherever the fuck he's come from. He's actually the one sitting there, but he's frozen in an animation. He threw up a couple of satellites there a couple of years ago as well. That one, the Dragon one. Remember that Dragon launch?
Yeah, they're all fake. It's fake.
You follow, Jacob's ladder. That Jacob dude. Jacob, he's very religious. He always talking about.
Jacob Israel.
That's true, Reagan. That's true.
Yeah. Fake up Israel. Because Fake Up Israel, you know what he does? He works for the WWF or WW whatever wrestling.
Who does? Who does?
Jacob Israel is a writer for the fucking Wrestling Federation. He's a writer.
I didn't know that shit. How the fuck did I know?
Jacob Israel, I debunked him years ago. He's a fraud. He's a fake, and it's not his real name.
It doesn't matter. Some of the stuff that he puts out, what I'm saying, some of the stuff he puts out kind of makes people think a little bit. It made me go down this road of a theory. All right, okay. If you don't like him, you don't like him. That's fucking all right.
Oh, no, I don't like him. I will beat the shit out of him. Never stepped up on him. That guy's such a fucking fraud. I don't like his tight t-shirt. I don't like his nipples. I don't like that man's face. If he comes close to me, I'm going to fucking take him out. But if this is a family-friendly channel and I'm only using satire because I would never do that. It's a comic book. I would only go bam in a comic book. Bam in a comic book. I would not physically hurt anyone.
Good man. That's the way. Like Batman. Yeah. There's a Mandela effect for you might know. The Mandela effect of the Batman and Robin scene where they're walking up. You know the way they walk up the side of the buildings all the time? Which way do you remember? Yeah. Just ask the people in the chat there. Which way do you remember? Was it Batman in front or Robin in front? Let's see what they say. And we'll come back to it in a second. So, when they're walking up, you probably know, saying nothing for a minute, see what they say. Then, So when they're walking up the side of the building,
like this with the arms curled like this.
Robin in front. And they used to have cameos as well like that as well.
You mean in the movie or the comic book?
Oh, in all the episodes. The old episodes when what's his name, Mr. West was in them.
Adam West.
That's way back. That's way back when Adam West was in it.
I know. God,
yeah. So just who do you remember going in front and in the back? Just give it a second and see. I can't see the messages live.
Well, I always thought that
everybody's talking about Hillary right now.
All right, okay. I'll let them talk away. We'll fucking talk ourselves. Well, what do you remember yourselves? Was it Batman or Robin in front?
I thought Robin used to ride on his back, like he used to mount him from. No. I thought Batman was the catcher.
So Batman was in front all the time in the scene going up, and then the guest.
I don't remember.
Okay. Well, apparently, everyone kind of remember. Well,
nobody wrote Robin up front.
Robin up front.
Okay. That's Kidda. If I said that right.
He's probably right. I don't know. I'm joking because I don't remember that at all. I barely remember the show.
Well, at that age, I was watching Shazam movie.
I remember seeing a guy with his eyebrows in a light, weird black suit and his weird ass costume. It was like, and Robin. By God, Robin. Good
Robin. They were good shows, man.
Good
Robin.
I
got them on DVD here somewhere. I picked up. Because as I said, I don't want to keep saying it, but where I volunteer, would you say all these DVDs, everything comes in, everything you need. I have about 5,000 DVDs. I come home from that. I come home from days out with DVDs, books, tapes, records. I even have gold coins here somewhere in the fucking house that I picked, but I don't think it's real gold. I also have an old fucking, I don't know, I've got, as I said, the whole Star Wars thing, you know, I've got a big fucking collection of anything Star Wars I have to find, have to pick it up. It's amazing. But with the old DVDs, I picked up these old DVDs, a collection that were from 1979, and they go up to 1990, but it's old British TV, old adverts, you know, black and white, and then some of them are in color, and you know, and that's what I look for. I look on that kind of stuff and see if I can see, you know, a British flag in the background, or an old forward signal, or you know, if they go over to America and see if you can see all these different kinds of residue and stuff like that. But I don't know why I even said that, but yeah, that's what I do. Yeah, a lot of movies. But yeah, I was talking about the DVDs. All these old, you know, stuff. I love going back watching it, and you find yourself doing that a lot lately. Have you done that? You go back and watch the old series that you watched before, and you kind of watch them with a different eye.
Because you're making a good point. The point you're making right now. Okay, this rule number one is you're from Ireland, but you're in England, and you're getting these old DVDs that are American shows. These American shows, you're buying them here in England. Now, these American shows have like little subtitles. You can put them on if you want or whatever, bam, boom, whatever. What's important is people in America don't know is that a lot of the fucking word swaps and changes in America are actually European spellings.
Oh, yeah.
A lot of Europeans are going, that's not the Mandela effect. That's not the Mandela effect. That's exactly how you spell that. And there's a lot of fights going back. I was like, no. That's a European spelling. For some reason in antiquity, and I keep joking about the fucking Nazis fucking took over, is that over there in the United States, a lot of European spellings have taken over in old English. Like back in the 50s, 60s, Rhoda, it's always been spelt this way. I don't understand. Look, Jane, my God, that's fucking weird, she says. What the hell? It's a European spelling. So how the hell is European spelling showing up in American fucking literature?
I'm looking for clips like that as well, with them kind of little clips where, you know, just little sort of snippets, and so I can put them into videos and do that kind of a sort of a different type of would you say spin on things, you know. I have it all on DVDs, but I just didn't know how to fucking screen record, you know. I had a fucking shitty sample.
You should find all. Look at the old European. Look at some of those words that change. Go through the word changes. You being European, look at the word and go, hey, that's not a change. That's European. And then bring it out. Say, hey, look, guys. Hey, America, look. Here's a piece of paper. Here's a thing with all the European spelling.
I can't do it that seriously, man.
And it'll show that European spelling's showing up in the States.
Oh, yeah. Oh, I'll try. Well, do you know what? There's a theory on that one as well, the way words are changing and stuff is changing, old languages coming back. You know, and eyes are going missing. You know, it's like as if it's because well, there's a theory that you know, we're in a digital world. It's all a fucking, you know, it's all everyone's visual now. They're not Shazam. Everyone's
I did it on purpose because somebody didn't like the movie, so I'm just letting you know that I actually enjoyed it. I actually own the movie. I liked it.
I haven't seen it. It's on Netflix.
It's a guilty pleasure. If it's a guilty pleasure, I'm sorry. I actually enjoyed the movie Shazam.
There's loads of Mandela effects in that Shazam movie. At the end of it, he rips the piss out of it. There's loads of different ones at the end of it, that movie. Have you noticed them?
I haven't seen it. I stick with Porno. I only Porno.
Sorry, what was your name again, man? What's your name?
Anybody know Mandela effects in Porno?
In Porno.
Are you asking for my name or
I'm asking for your name. Yeah, sorry, yeah.
I'm Eric.
Eric
Wood, and that's my the co-host is actually my brother, Robert Wood.
Eric. Sorry, man, I'm shit with fucking names. I have this thing called ADHD. I think maybe, but someone told me I did. Someone told me one day I did, so I said, okay, well, I'll stick that in with the schizophrenia you told me I had fucking 20 years ago. You mad bastards, you know. So you know, it's all just a label. Fuck that, man. I think the way I got it. You know, but my short-term memory is fucking shit. I try to at the moment. I used to be good at it, but at the moment I'm taking in information like as if you know what channeling. I can't even say the fucking word. You know when something coming through you and you seem to be doing stuff at different levels than you used to. That type of stuff. So stuff that you can pick up later on, I don't sort of get there because I know that's there anyways, information. But it's kind of like it's weird. It's weird because you know it's like as if you've got a message to do. You don't know how long you've got to do this for message for. We don't. So you try to put it out there, you know, and. Yeah, in a weird kind of way. Sorry, I go off on one there.
No,
sorry,
Hazel Fiver was asking, "What's the topic?" And the topic is right now. The topic is free for all.
Yeah,
we're talking whatever right now. This is usually when we get closer to the end of the show and stuff. We just talk. We just go on whatever subject comes up.
Do you know what?
Hope that answers the question, Hazel.
Do you know what I thought I found was good? Well, I don't know what if it worked out okay for
Raven wants me to hold up the movie again for some reason.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Shazam.
So there's what was I going to say? What we doing on a couple of weeks ago, a couple of streams ago? What I doing with a couple of chaps? I think we had about 12 or 13 in the chat at the time, and we were getting, I was getting towards the end of the night. I was fucking, mad talk. I talk till fucking tomorrow. You know what I mean? It wouldn't bother me as long as you give me coffee. It's fine. I'll talk all night. But so at the end of it, we asked for a do with free for all type of thing. You give me throw something in the chat, a Mandela effect. What I'll do is I'll find residue for you right there and see if we can do it straight away online. See how quick and what kind of variations it is. But also give us a Mandela effect. And whilst we're trying to find residue for you, we'll give you air theories on it and see if they match up with you. And then they get the chat going again, and then you get more people in. Then you end up getting the fucking more, So I think that might be a good thing. That I've tried it once. Maybe try it here later on if you want. Just ask the people in the chat, what Mandela, give us a Mandela effect, right? Mandela, your favorite one, and we not try to find residue. We just give theories because fuck finding residue tonight. We're all looking at each other. We're all talking. So let's throw theories later on. I'd love to do that, man. Interdimensional shit, man.
It's like, a lot of stuff. I don't remember that. I always tell people you don't have to remember everything.
No.
You can have your anchor memory. It doesn't matter. I know what I know. I know exactly what I know exactly.
Hey, Raven, the movie came out last year in 2019.
Yeah, Tony. It's a great movie, man.
No, somebody was asking that they didn't remember this movie coming out.
Shazam. Oh, you're on about the real Shazam, maybe.
Oh, you talking about
I think this person was asking about the DVD that I just pulled up. So that came out last year.
No, he's talking about Shazam, the black guy. The black guy was in.
Fucking yeah. Have you seen his video? He's got a video out there where he says he's done it for crack money.
Yeah, that movie, I remember it. That the one was it Shaq was in it. He was in it. It was.
Oh my god, that was stupid. Yeah, that was stupid.
Yeah,
it was like a metal robot kind of a thing. Oh god.
But Sinbad was the original, though. Sinbad was the original. Yeah, Sinbad was the original. But that disappeared. The lost tape. It
was like a fucking B movie.
You know the risky business Mandela effect. Where the glasses and all.
Oh yeah, with the glasses and the white shirt.
There's a clip on my. Did you see the one I got? I actually got the actual original footage where he has the white glasses on and and I was like, what the fuck? How did I find this? I put it up. I put it into a bit of a clip. I asked the lad, could I put it up? Mirrored, but I didn't ask him to mirror. I just asked him, could I chop it up a little bit? And he said, yeah, no worries. And then I found out afterwards. Well, I didn't. I knew all the time, kind of. In the back of my mind, it was like really, really well done CGI. He just put his pair of glasses and it looked so fucking real. And everyone, where'd you get to put the link in it and all? I was like, well, I did put the link in it. What the fuck? But yeah, people can go mad in the comments and all linking stuff and getting all this and all that kind of stuff. As long as you link stuff in that, I don't think this striking and all that kind of shit with YouTube can do that to us. Sorry, I go on.
See, what I do with Mandela effects for me is their codes. I break codes. I break codes. I break fucking codes. I see it. I start breaking the codes. I know what it means. Other people are like, you know what that means? They're like, well, it means that the fucking this. No, you don't fucking know the codes. Are you using any math on this? But no, you don't have a fucking clue. Like, okay, for him, when I look at it, I have to fucking play code. So I look at him. I see him now. He's in a white shirt, being all cool with the sunglasses sliding across.
Yeah.
Okay. Love the fucking part. Now he's in a pink ass shirt with no glasses sliding across. You know what it tells me? The dude is homosexual.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
No, he's been known to be gay. He was rumored to be gay.
I know that. Yeah, no, of course he is.
Yeah. Now he's gay. This tells me he's gay.
Come out and say he's gay.
Because we're in the end times. When you talk about the end times, I call it the beginning times, when all the information's coming out and being revealed. So everything's being exposed. So when Homeboy comes out with the fucking pink shirt, it just means he's gay. That's it. That's what it's telling me. He's telling me he doesn't mean he's bad, but our older brother was gay. It doesn't mean I don't hate him for it. So he likes to cover it up a little bit. But remember, in this timeline, my number one fucking Mandela effect for everybody was nobody knew what I was talking about because I was an anthropologist. You don't have a fucking idea. A man's rectum is the same size as a woman's rectum in this timeline, when a man's rectum was smaller than a woman's back on Sagittarius arm. Okay. And now they're the same size. That's why dudes bugger dudes with no problem. They're designed to bugger now. So Homeboy is sliding across with his pink shirt. I'm like, well, of course, he's fine now. He can go bugger. He should go fucking find John Travolta with his fucking boyfriend and have a little fucking three-way. with a little fucking what do they call that? Scientology fucking cocksucker.
Oh yeah. No, yeah. Scientology.
You know, go find Eon Hubbard and fucking have a blow section. I don't know. I'm not a racist.
When I picture Scientology and all them mad whores, I picture them standing around a room in circles, fucking wanking into fucking squirrels and shit like that, you know. But then you can go down the other route where you can really look what they're really doing, you know, and you can do the connections to CERN and all that kind of shit and all this kind of shit and look at them fucking putting blood around rooms and doing, you know, all that kind of mad shit. But you know, do you see that movie Eyes Wide Shut? That kind of, remember we talked about?
Yeah, exactly. Eyes Wide Shut.
Illuminati fucking mad shit where they're all fucking twisting and bubbling and all that into a fucking I don't know what they're all saying. You know, Jim Carrey, I'm a big fan of Jim Carrey. He came out and exposed them or tried to. Then he went crazy. Then he realized he was a Mandela effect himself and came out and went totally nuts.
Yeah.
And then he came back as someone else, as another actor. But he's actually in the Mandela effect community. What's happened with that is his name changed back or got an extra letter, and then he popped up into the population. There's a big theory on Hollywood changing that's causing the Mandela effect at the moment as well, and all these actors are in on it. If you look at the movie Yesterday, I'm sure you've seen Yesterday. Have you seen the movie Yesterday?
Yes.
Yeah. I know the whole Hollywood thing. But we're from California. We're from that area.
What I'm trying to say with the Mandela effect is there's an interview with him on Graham Norton show. I don't know if you've seen it, and the actors from the film Yesterday were on the Graham Norton show, and so was Soreen McKellen. You know, the famous one. Fly you fools or run you fools or whatever that Mandela effect is, whatever way it's changed, it keeps flipping and flopping. The lad that done the actual movie, Roddy Doyle, and the actor from it turned around and asked Soreen McKellen, a friend of mine actually, you know, live, people kind of started taking the piss at it. It was kind of done as sort of a joke. Well, actually, Graham Norton took the piss at him a little bit. But he asked him, a friend of mine was wondering, we were on set, we were asking each other, obviously, you know what I'm saying, the whole fucking cast of this movie is Mandela effect. What is that line? Is it fly you fools or run you fools? And he turned around and said it's actually fly you fools. And he also said around when he said you shall not pass here was actually the wrong line. He said it totally wrong. And stuff. You might know that and stuff. But to see it on the show actually being asked the Mandela effect question, it hit a lot of people. I actually was so excited about that because it was on national TV in England and all over Europe. I took a video of it and put a shitty video version of it, me sharing it. But that's how much these Mandela effect, how much we're waking up. Is you probably see yourselves, more people are coming to your channel. Or more people, I don't know, do you do Facebook?
Well, I don't. I used to Facebook. Zuckerberg fucking contacted me back in 2016 because
we haven't made a Facebook directly for this channel, but that's a good thing to do. But hey, I got a question for you, Bob. There's a question from one of our things. I think it's a perfect question for you to answer.
What's that?
So, Chiquita, I'm sorry I'm saying that wrong. He wrote, so these Mandela changes for movies, songs, name changes, added words in the Bible. Mm-hmm. So what do they mean? Is there some meaning for the changes? I think that's a perfect question for you to answer.
Yeah, absolutely. It's real simple. I was 2016 around fucking June. I had a goddamn somebody come to my room and talk to me. Oh, I'm fucking insane. But I talked to somebody who talked to me and woke me up and says, you got to do A, B, and C. This is blah, 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 blah. Anyway, what's going on? I'm going to make it real basic. Okay, I'm going to do it like this. Harley Davidson. I always tell people this is the basic one. Harley Davidson. When I owned a Harley Davidson with custom pinstriping, and it was Harley Davidson. There was no D, no Delta, no D. Now you look at Harley Davidson. It's Harley Davidson. I've always remembered a Davidson. Well, that's fine. That's good for you then. Harley Davidson. What that's telling me is the son of David. Okay. Harley Davidson means son of David. Mm-hmm. The Bible, the prophecies are coming true. The great king is arriving. So the son of David, the king, not a fucking magic person that flies across fucking water in tiptoe land. A person, a king, an actual king, the son of David. That's like stuff like that. So when the Bible talks about these certain changes and a lot of changes within songs and symbolisms, I pretend to pray. I pretend to pray. A lot of stuff with the churches. It's a lot to do with the coming Messiah. A lot to do with now, you got to define the word Messiah. Is somebody fucking going to juggle fucking boulders in the air and have them float with two hands? Or a king's going to show up? A king's going to show up with the rights to be king, and then God has to, before somebody shows up, like God's going to have to step it up a little bit to make sure people know this motherfucker's a king. or he's going to get killed all over again. If Jesus showed up right now, he's going to be killed one more fucking time. So again, it's on fucking God's hands. But what he's doing is showing these fucking changes for you guys to understand that there is a king coming. Now, again, let's go back to me being atheist. I was an anthropologist, evolutionist, 100%. I used to go and debate the Bible, hated the Bible. Our grandfather was a minister, so I know about it. Now, all of a sudden, he's telling me, guess what? You're a good person to talk about it. But I don't believe in God. Well, guess what? I'm here. Okay, there's a God now. Fuck. I'm upset about it. A lot of people are that were atheists like me. A lot of people that were not religious are the ones waking up going, there's a God? Holy shit. Now what? Now we got to follow through. We got to follow through with what God wants. God came here because the boys were playing with fucking matches and was playing with some kind of shit and fucking turned shit upside down. The green light is now fucking at the bottom. It used to be on top for me. That means whenever they hit that fucking stick, put some shit up. Now I'm in a fucking goatee world where everything's upside down. I used to fucking play chess. I used to checkmate the queen. Now it's checkmate the king. An octopus has one eye. Now it's got two eyes. So everything's upside down. That's how I see it. So when the Bible's being manipulated on purpose, so you guys know there's a king coming, whether you like it or not. And if there's a God for real, it doesn't matter who says no. This time he's going to have to step up and tear some shit up. I mean, that's how I'm seeing it. I'm seeing it like that. There's going to be a major change.
There's another question from our buddy Prem.
We call him Prem. Yeah, Prem.
You talk about unicorns about in the Bible. What is it like? What's the unicorn stand for, basically?
Who, me? No, I don't know about unicorns, man. I know about rainbows. well, the unicorns. Are you asking me that or asking him? Sorry.
He wrote unicorns in the Bible. What is the symbolic meaning?
I can find out for you.
Go for it. You look it up.
You keep going there. I'll find out from now.
It's mythological. Now remember, everyone here goes back. You guys will remember Odin hung himself in a tree for knowledge. Now Jesus hangs himself in a tree. Jesus gets hung in a tree. So
Bible, yeah.
Paganism is now in the Bible. Now, I always tell people, you got to remember, John, okay, there's Paul. There's two types of, there's James, the brother of Yeshua, and Paul. Paul was not a fucking Christian. He was not in it. He was not Jewish. Put it this way, he's not Jewish. Paul was not circumcised, and he was not a Jew. Paul was a person who followed Yeshua, but he was not a Jew. He didn't follow Jewish customs. James, the brother of Yeshua, was Jewish. Two factions of the early Christian groups, the wandering buddies, all the whatevers you want to call those guys that hung out with Jesus.
Them dudes,
The group was Jewish. The rest were not. Now, Paul was also in this timeline. Paul is a Roman citizen. He's also a Roman citizen, which makes him pagan. So when he sees Jesus, he doesn't see the Jewish Messiah, as in their recordings. He sees a demigod from a pagan perspective. So he's also writing the book, and he's seeing it from a pagan perspective. James, the brother of fucking Yeshua, who ran the fucking church in Jerusalem, saw him from a Messiah point of view, from the Jewish perspective. In fact, Paul and fucking James had a fight. They had after Jesus is dead. They had a big fight because James says, dude, this is true. It's in the Bible, guys. Look it up yourself. James says, why aren't you telling your converts to circumcise themselves? Paul says, I ain't asking nobody to circumcise themselves. He says, it's the Jewish custom. He says, Jesus ain't Jewish. And James is like, yeah, he is Jewish and he is circumcised. And then Paul says, I'm not telling these fucking converts that I have to fucking circumcise themselves. No one's circumcising themselves. There's a big divide with the group of people. There's an uncircumcised Christian and a circumcised Christian, which were Messianic Jews. Big difference from the regular fucking Christians. So when the Romans attacked Jerusalem and took out everyone, Paul walked out unscathed with his people because he's a Roman citizen. So he was not killed. But James was. And James and his people, all the other Christians, were killed because they're technically still Jewish. So Paul carried the Bible forward. Paul carried it forward, and he had a pagan mindset because he was a Roman citizen in this timeline. So people need to remember things like that when they read the Bible. Of course, there's unicorns because there's unicorns in mythology. There's unicorns in mythology, in like paganism. So the book is pagan now. It's pagan Christian. Pagan Christian. So coming from a pagan background and having my mother's side, my grandfather, a minister, used to be a priest and became a minister of his own huge parish, I could see it. I go, oh, he's pagan. There's a pagan translation now. This was Christian, and now it's pagan. It was James in that old timeline, and now it's more Paul. Paul carried a sword. Paul robbed fucking churches. Paul robbed churches and took money for the fucking Christian groups. Paul robbed churches. Paul was a fucking soldier. In the old timeline, the old Bible was James. Now is Paul. It's all about pagan Christians. So people need to understand that. That's how God switched it up in this timeline. It's the opposite. We follow the Paul side.
Hey guys,
what is that? What? Oh, so go ahead.
No, I'm gonna be wrapping this up because I gotta go do an appointment soon.
Okay.
We got so many messages, and I apologize for not being able to get to all of them. So
need to chat open, man, for a little bit if you can. Well, maybe let him chat away. I don't know how you do that, but I think you can do that.
I gotta get out of here myself. So I'm in England. You are too.
Yeah. So what I'm gonna do is Thursday or Friday, if anybody's available, maybe we'll come back a show just to answer these questions. Cause I like to answer these questions.
Yeah.
And like I said, I apologize. I gotta take off right now, but I appreciate everybody jumping on. I didn't expect to have this many people watching with questions, which is great. It's fantastic.
Lovely, great, man. Thank you very much. And yeah, brilliant. That's brilliant. Everyone, before you leave, hit that like button before you go. Thank you very much, and subscribe. Jump across, and we'll all subscribe each other, and we'll all be one big happy family. And whatever message, just do different sections and stuff. It's amazing. Carry on. Sorry.
No. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m. The show is always on. Every Tuesday at 11 a.m.
Wow.
And sometimes on Thursday and Friday, me, like my co-host, we get bored. We'll just throw on a show. Last week we did one Thursday and Friday. So look out for that. I don't want to guarantee it because sometimes we both got things we have to do. But usually we talk about it and we put some kind of a flyer up for Thursday and Friday. But Tuesdays for sure.
Okay.
Thursday, Friday, we will have one to answer a lot of these questions. And I appreciate everybody. This was fun. I really like this. And I hope more people are encouraged to jump on too, to say whatever you want.
Yeah, absolutely.
I love it.
The more views we get on this, the better, Also, I do a live stream on a Sunday night either on my channel or Matthew Reed's channel.
Okay.
You're all welcome to come on, come into the chat. You're welcome as guests anytime, even on my channel. I think next time we're doing it on his channel because we done it on my channel like last time. We're trying to maybe Helen doesn't want to do a live streaming on her channel, but what we're trying to do is do multiple streams so we can stream live on multiple channels at the same time. I'm trying to get to a device that we can do that with. I'll get that information. So if you're streaming on your channel, they can stream on 4 or 5 channels at the same time as long as you have permission. So the more people are seeing this message, the better. I know links and all are description, but it's a good idea.
I'll put your link to your channel also in the definition once the show's done. I'll put it in there,
perfect, man.
So everybody will see it. And hey, that's it, guys. I'll talk to you guys. We'll see you guys next time.
Yeah, perfect. Thank you very much. Thanks for having me, guys.